What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. Winning Time, the season finale, episode 10 on HBO. We're finally back. We doing it. We live. Lakers got that championship in the first year up under Dr. Buss. I guess that's all you can ask for if you're a team owner. Come out there, we play strong, and we take home the gold, people. We take home the gold. But make sure you answer the poll because we want to know, did Magic deserve the Finals MVP for taking over one game? One game, people. One game. What up, Kendall? What's going on now? I had to bring out one of the jerseys. Can't nobody compete with me when it comes to these jerseys. You know what I'm saying? They're a little bit big because it's back in the day when we used to wear them big, but you know what I'm saying? Also, let me know what you guys rate the series. Let me know what you rate the series overall. I think they could have done a little bit more, probably went more in depth. But then again, it's just the first season. I'm not sure if they got picked up for a second season or not. But overall, I give it like a 7 out of 10, just for the simple fact that we pretty much knew what the outcome of the season was going to be. It was going to end in the championship, and they didn't really give us too much that we didn't already know. 9.5. So I'm expecting them to dig a little bit deeper. But it's all right though, because we got another show on Monday nights that HBO is putting out. You know what I'm saying, that they stepping it up. But 9.5, I could see that. I like the series. I like all the actors, especially the the new actors that we didn't know nothing about. I like when they do that, when they can bring in new actors and they actually step up to the plate. They hold down the show. Series is good though. Series is good. Let me see, man. We're gonna do a little bit of fact checking tonight off of episode 10, also with the whole episode. Of course, we're gonna break things down. We don't go in any order, so wherever y'all want to talk about, even though there's not really much we can talk about besides the game pertaining to like Magic Johnson at this point. Got that up. Yeah, Wood Harris did a good job. I liked how he was playing, saying Spence, but as far as, saying, I mean, he had what, 2 episodes? He was a junkie for each episode. So, I mean, he did a good job the first time, but I don't think wasn't really nowhere he could take it up to. They could have went more on to the hit that they were supposed to put on to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? They could have went more in depth with that. Cause this whole episode here, all right, we playing the last finals game. We seen a little bit of Jerry West. I think we could have got rid of that, you know what I'm saying, and just ultimately got Jerry West hired at the end of the episode. We didn't need to see Jerry West walking through in the tunnel, not watching the game, just listening to it. I think we could have did without that. Jeanie Buss. We could have lumped all of her in together. Like her meeting up with Claire, pointless. We could have went without that. Could have gave us more time on because the basketball, this is winning time. We barely got anything pertaining to the game. We seen like a clip. They come out, they running fast. We go into overtime. We go into halftime. I mean, not overtime. We go into halftime. We in the locker room. Magic want to know about his own personal accolades. We go back to the game. Sixers make a run. Lakers ultimately win. So like that's how quick it was. They could have went more in depth each quarter. We didn't need to know about Cook back at home. That was pointless. I don't know, Magic. Like, you see what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff that we could have removed from the show and actually put more in to emphasize what actually happened during basketball. Kendall, he did bathe. Remember, he was in the bathtub before he lit up. He was in the bathtub getting high. I would have liked to see what else. I mean, we can start with Spencer because his is real short anyway. But I would have liked to see more of what was he actually doing. You know what I'm saying? They did mention his family in the last episode, but then this week he's just chilling with his, saying his drug supplier and they in the place. They could have went more in detail on what the hit was supposed to be. Showed them driving around like, saying watching the Lakers to see if they're gonna do anything. Cause I know they're supposed to be waiting when they came back from Philly. But we just jump into it and he's waiting for a phone call. And it's like, all right, Spencer, look at yourself. Go in the mirror, bro. Look at yourself. Look how sweaty you are. You sweating like you were just in the finals, game 4. You acting like you were there when Kareem went down. Why are you this sweaty in the house, man? Everybody else is chilling. The supplier got a robe on. Old boy sitting in the back talking about it, man. They really gonna call you, man. They really gonna call you. Like what? You in here? Turn off the TV, man. Them niggas is not calling you, bro. His agent called and said, "Yeah, we got off the phone with him. It ain't gonna happen, brother." He's sweating hard as hell. He trying to make the conversation seem like it's sounding like it's gonna be going good when the supplier listening. But they like, nah, Magic. Not Magic. It's Spencer. It's over with. It's over with. We don't need no big man. We going with the young boy, 20-year-old. Man, turn that TV off. This dude got a snake around his head. He got the gun just sitting on the couch. This is a dangerous place to be, man. A dangerous place to be. You got junkies all in here. I'm good on that. I'm not hanging out here. We not doing nothing. Look at him scratching his chest. Let me see something. Yeah, see, Spencer only had what? Basically 2 scenes. He had this scene, and then we had him, here we go, in the bathtub, lighting it up. Like, come on, bro. You ain't been out the game, but for what? A week? And you this far gone? He got the revolver that everybody in the house has been using. He got the old Hennessy bottle here. Now you can get these Hennessy bottles out the duty free at the airport. They still got those Hennessy bottles right there. He in here, he lighting up though. It's like, man, I gotta go to the extreme to bounce back from this one. He was married to Iman, right? I don't know, man. I don't be keeping up with the celebrity gossip. Let me see. Guess they was married. How long were they married? Shit, I don't know. I bet he wasn't thinking nothing about that when he was hitting that rock though. Said the hell with that marriage, man. I'm trying to get back on the team. But ultimately he doesn't make it back. But he's a Hall of Famer though, I think. Yeah, he a Hall of Famer. 86 gold medal winning for the Olympic team. All right, he was out here doing his thing. Let's look at his stats though. Let's see how good he really was before that junk got to him. Career average 20 points, 10 rebounds. All right. 5-time All-Star, 4 All-NBA, 1970 All-Rookie, MVP in 1970, ABA All-Team. So he's putting in work back over in the ABA. 80s champ. See, they gave him a ring for that. He was on the team. Like, now the rule is all you have to do is play on the team for like, I think it's like a third of the season. They give you a ring anyway. Yeah, I know Iman was a supermodel, but I didn't know that they were married. Shoot, he was NBA champ in 80, all NBA, All-Star MVP. So he was hooping. He was hooping. Rookie of the year. Shit, he sounded like he was putting up numbers like me. So with the Lakers at 30 years old, the year they got rid of him, 20 minutes, he was 9 points. Damn. You going down bad, but you gotta understand back then 30 was old. After you hit 30 back then, it was like, man, this is the end of the career here. But that was a 10-year run for him. Shit, his rookie year in the ABA, he put up 30. $30, $20, $26, $29. Yeah, he Hall of Fame, all right. And he was only with the Lakers for 1 year. Damn. Came in, got a ring, hit the rock a little bit, and then got up out of there. Seemed like a good career, if you ask me. Is he still alive? I think he is. I don't think he did. Yeah, Spencer Haywood. Yeah, 73 years old. Let me see. No, I haven't been selected, man. They always trying to get you to sign up to something. Come on, man. Just because we ain't buying y'all newspapers or magazines no more. Cancel anytime. No, I don't want that. Man, we just want to read an article and see what Spencer's up to now. All right, here we go. Yeah, he's still alive. Matter of fact, I might go put on my Ray Allen Supersonics jersey. You know what I'm saying? We got the throwbacks. We got the throwbacks. I got this jersey too. It's the Ray Allen jersey though. Since it first aired in March, not a week has passed where a former Lakers great or other team member of the Showtime hasn't expressed their contempt for the HBO series. Although it can be argued Haywood, a member of the 80s world champion Lakers, is described as unflattering light, he said he has no issue with his characters. Well, of course you can't have no issue. Of course you can't have no issue. What up, Neek? All right, matter of fact, that's what we'll do tonight. I'll go get my bucket of jerseys that I have here. I got probably like 40 or 50 more at my mama house. They just sitting downstairs in the basement. But yeah, we're gonna bring out some jerseys tonight. Haywood 73 joined the Lakers that season as a final piece for their club championship aspirations, but he battled drug addiction and was suspended from the team after game 3 of the finals. Oh yeah, he definitely deserves a ring. If he played game 3 and then he went to sleep in a practice before game 4. Yeah, he definitely deserved a ring. Hell, he got him there when he fell asleep at practice after a night of partying. While some facts are altered, Haywood said he is pleased with how he is being portrayed and is bringing more exposure to his journey through drug addictions and his contributions to the NBA. I mean, yeah, everyone should know what happens when you're exposed to drugs, but it's bringing more exposure to his journey. We seen you for like a total of 3 to 4 minutes this whole series. They're not bringing no light. We over here looking at it. Are you still alive? No one was like, dang, man, what steps did he take to get off of drugs? I mean, no disrespect or anything, but you can't be mad with, you know what I'm saying, the way they portraying your character. You were cut because you were high. You were sleeping at the practice. Like, the only way they're portraying your character is realistically. Haywood played in the first two games of the finals before dismissal. Kareem, Jerry West, and other former Lakers had claimed that several scenes in winning time were embellished or never happened. Well, of course, they're not going to give you everything. West threatened a lawsuit over his portrayal, an over emotional, insecure, and miserable executive, still haunted by 6 losses to the Celtics in the finals. That's what we're going to start seeing in the next couple of years. And y'all can quote me on this. You're about to start seeing a lot of these professional athletes getting their feelings because they can't handle what the media is saying. They're going to start suing ESPN. They're going to start suing uh, Fox Sports. They're going to say it's defamation. They made me lose millions of dollars. Take Westbrook for example. Them calling him Westbrook. He's going to say, "Oh man, that hurt my family. That hurt my image." Like, dog, you about to get $47 million to be ass. And I can say you're ass amongst your peers. I'm not saying you trash compared to me because I don't hoop. But you see how everybody's starting to come up with these lawsuits? You're going to see it coming up very soon. You can't say anything. You say anything on TV, you're going to have to say, man, he missed that layup, but he did it in style. Because if you say, oh, it's Westbrook, oh, I'm suing because you making fun of my name. Like, bruh, when you doing all that rock the baby shit, yeah. When you hit that 3-pointer to go up, you didn't say nothing when LeBron posted that. Like, y'all got to get out y'all feelings. I got niggas commenting on my YouTube channel all the time talking about this shit trash. We ain't come to your channel to listen to you talk. Nigga, it says MoedotJ. It don't say Mo's going to let you watch the show. Come on, man. People going to talk trash. Who cares? Who cares? They could portray me in any kind of light. As long as they portray me on HBO and not on, I don't even know a BS network. I'd rather them portray me in a negative light on HBO than portray me in a negative light on BET. Put me on HBO. Put me on ESPN talking bad about me, man. Mo is the worst YouTuber ever. That's fine. At least they talking about my name. At least people are going to go look and see how trash is he. He's very trash. Would not talked. He was a little sensitive about the episodes because everybody wants to protect me. But I said, whatever you have in documentation, go for it. Haywood said. Winning time documents Haywood's drugs use throughout that season and his promise to a teammate and a close friend, Abdul-Jabbar, that he stopped as the Lakers continued their playoff run. After a relapse, Haywood's teammates voted him for his removal with Abdul-Jabbar casting his, Abdul-Jabbar, that's my cousin last name, with Abdul-Jabbar casting the side and vote. I would say 95% of his portrayal was true. Haywood said, I'm a little disappointed with how they captured Jerry, but some real stuff went on that season. So, yeah. Ken said or on Zeus. Hey, nah, I'm not knocking Zeus. Them my people over there. Even though I did cancel my subscription from Zeus because the shows they got on right now, I can't do nothing with it. And even if it is $4.99 or $3.99 a month, I can't do nothing with it. Just because it says black owned on it, don't mean you gotta support it. Because if that's the case, I need everybody on here to donate some money because this is a black owned YouTube channel. But see, it don't work like that. Black owned does not mean give all your money to them. If you don't support it, you don't support it. But you don't have anything against them. See, now this is what I don't like here. Haywood said he was not the only Laker player using cocaine that season, but he won't identify any other players. Well, why would you even bring it up? Because now it has us looking. Okay, was it Magic? Was it Kareem? What was it? Nixon? Was it Storm and Norman? Was it the coach? Why would you even bring it up? Now you got people assuming or trying to guess who was it. He remains angry that the organization led by Jerry Buss, West, and Coach Paul Westhead suspended him during the finals and did not give him a playoff share. Give him his playoff share. The Lakers won in 6 games behind Magic Johnson's Game 6 performance with Abdul-Jabbar sidelined by injury. Haywood played 11 postseason games for the Lakers before his suspension, including minutes in the Western Conference Finals defending the champs. Wait. Oh, the Western Conference Finals. Key minutes in the Western Conference Finals defending champion Supersonics. They played the hell out of me, Haywood said. How do you suspend somebody with 2 games left in the finals? Well, let me tell you how they suspend somebody. They vote on it and they get your ass up out of there. What you mean how they suspend you? You fell asleep in practice. We about to go to your significant minutes, man. We about to break this down. Let me see something. Ba, 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 ba. We want playoff totals. Yeah, they gave you key minutes, but if you couldn't stay awake, how you gonna know what we gonna run? You must have forgot. You must have forgot. Game 6, Magic, he played center. Would you have been prepared for that? No, you wouldn't have, because nobody on the team was prepared for that. Minutes played. Well, we gonna go to Western Conference Finals. Man, you had 4 points. You played 12 minutes in the Western Conference Finals. You talking about significant time. Games played 4. You were on 3 wins and 1 loss. You played 48 minutes out of 4 games. So that means you played 1 quarter each game technically. Significant minutes. Hey, Spencer, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, because you a Hall of Famer, you a legend. But man, significant minutes ain't 1 quarter a game. You talking about they about to call you back for some rebounds. Sir, you got 1.8 rebound a game in the 4 games you played. At least you were over 50% when you were shooting, 57%, 50% from the free throw. Hey, man, as long as Kareem was healthy, Spence, no disrespect, they didn't really need you. And you said they did not give you your playoff share. They gave you time. They played you the amount of time they needed you to play. You got 12 minutes a game. Wait. Yeah, you got 12 minutes a game. You put up 4 points and 1 rebound. How much more time do they need out there? We don't need to put you in for 20 minutes a game. We know that's going to probably come out to 6 or 7 points. Now, I understand this is year 10 for you, 30 years old. But come on now, you averaged 9 points during the season. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers were just fine. Like, you was a good body. Now, you wasn't where you were when you came into the league, but come on now. Come on now. And that was 12 minutes. That was 12 minutes in the Western Conference. Let's not get to in the finals. You played 2 games. You was on 1 game y'all won, 1 game you lost. You had 5 minutes. That means you played 2.5 minutes a game. You had 1 point per game. That you said they played the hell out of me, Haywood said. How do you suspend somebody with 2 games left? They played the hell out of me then, Haywood said. How do you suspend somebody with 2 games left in the finals? Well, you went to sleep in practice. You were on drugs. The team voted you out. You had 2.5 minutes per game in the finals. They didn't play the hell out of you. They didn't play you. You had 12 minutes total in 4 games in the Western Conference Finals. That's 1 quarter a game technically. They didn't play the hell out of you. No disrespect, but they didn't play the hell out of you. Now, your memory might be clogged, a little bit clouded because of the drugs, but they didn't play the hell out of you. in the Western Conference Finals. In the semis, you had 18 minutes a game. You played 5 games, you had 18 minutes. And what did I tell y'all? 18 minutes, you had 8-3. 12 minutes, you had 4-1. Your numbers were drastically dropping. And you were out partying. How were you out partying when in the Western Conference Finals, you had 12 minutes played with 4 points a game? Now, we in the finals, you only got, in the 2 games you played, because you were suspended before game, game 3. In the 2 games you played 2.5 minutes each game. They didn't play the hell out of you. You were unplayable. And then you were going out on top of that. You were going out, hitting the clubs, on drugs, coming back and going to sleep. Your ass needed to be focused because you needed to get more than 2.5 minutes. They didn't suspend you after game 1 when you had 2.5 minutes. They didn't suspend you after game 2 when you had 2.5 minutes. They suspended your ass after you went to sleep after game 3 headed into game 4. Now, this 2.5 minutes is over 3 games played. Well, 2 games played. So that means game 3 you didn't play, and then you went to sleep after game 3. Why were you in the clubs after game 3 when you didn't play no minutes in game 3? That's why they suspended you before game 4. That's why they suspended you. Your ass was in there partying and living it up when you didn't even play in game 3. They didn't play the hell out of you. They didn't play you. Now, it's unfortunate that happened, but I don't think you have the whole history remembered. Because we're looking at the facts right here. You played a grand total of 5 minutes in the finals, talking about they played the hell out of you. No disrespect, Spencer, but they didn't. 11 postseason games. Some may add up to me, Spence. But that's neither here or there. That's neither here or there. You got suspended. You got a ring. You were NBA champ. Winning time has drawn raves from television critics and many NBA fans who were too young to remember those days. I wasn't even born. But what I can do is go back and look at facts. And one thing, the black and white don't lie, and numbers don't lie. It also renewed interest in Haywood, his difficult life that began growing up in Mississippi cotton fields, his landmark court case regarding how old a player must be to be drafted by an NBA team, marriage to model actress Iman, and his drug addiction. Well, it did bring a lot of, I won't say renewed interest. I mean, I heard of him, but I didn't know his whole story. So we did get to see it, and we are actually looking back at his stats. So we're keeping the name alive of the 73-year-old Hall of Famer. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Haywood acknowledged he was embarrassed by some of his actions that season, which included plans to hire a hitman to kill Westhead, plans that were quickly canceled after a conversation with his mother. You see, they could actually went to Haywood and got the information, because I heard about them having a hit, but we didn't know what to what extent was it though. So what we see here, remember he said, I'm putting a hit on the Lakers. Of course, they had to stretch that out to make it seem, you know what I'm saying, like dang, man, he crazy. He about to light this thing up. But it was just on the coach. And Westhead didn't even have nothing to do with it. It just, look, the team voted you out, bruh. We just went ahead and agreed with it. You gotta get angry with the team. But see, he had a conversation with his mother. So they could have did that. When they were doing the phone call after that, they could have probably had his mom show up or had her in another room or something. But, you know what I'm saying, you got to make it look good for TV. I love the attention, he said, because of my suffering for all these years with PTSD, and now I feel relieved in a way. And now all of this stuff is coming around again, and I'm going on health shows, and I'm talking about my true feelings that I couldn't get out for a while. This platform has given me a chance to let it all out, and I feel freedom. So I'm thinking winning time. At least Haywood is looking at it in the, you know what I'm saying, looking at it as a teaching moment. I was gonna say a growing, you know what I'm saying, like showing growth, but bro, you're 73, so it's not a growing moment for you. It's a teaching moment for everyone else, young and coming up. We can use it like that. So Haywood did a thing. He watched the entire first season of Winning Time, give Harris full blessing. He's killing it. Haywood said, I was nervous when I first heard about the series because they were going to pull off the cover of all my mistakes. I prayed on it and said it might be an opportunity for players to know what I am and who I am and what I did. I decided to let it fly, and God will make it in my favor. There you go, Spence. That's how you got to look at it. Because at the end of the day, we can't take away anything that you did, any of your accomplishments. I mean, you an NBA champion. You a Hall of Famer. You the rookie of the year. You all NBA. You did your thing. We got to give you credit for that. Hey, Trill talking about you never too old to grow. Young girl, right? What is that, man? You got to check that spelling before you come in here, brother. Do y'all think the next season will be right after they won, or will it focus more on the mid 80s? I'm thinking next year, the next season will be focusing more on him and Larry Bird going at it. Because you seen they were showing right after the Lakers won the championship, they were showing Larry Bird out there doing some hook shots and stuff. So I think they're going to jump ahead a little bit. The Lakers are going to be established, but now here comes the first, you know what I'm saying, the first season where him and Larry Bird, they go up against each other. Because, I mean, would we really want to see another season of the Showtime Lakers just playing random people? Nah, we'd already established Larry Bird, unless they're going to show the year where Dr. J get off in this. You know what I'm saying? That's what we really want to see. Let me see something. Oh, yeah. Let me see what y'all answer. Y'all really think Magic should have got Finals MVP off for doing good one game? Magic should have got Finals MVP off of ball in one game. Yeah, he did his thing, but come on now. Kareem averaged 33 and I think like 33 and 18 or something in that finals. Magic had one game with 45 and they giving him Finals MVP. Not knocking Magic, not not knocking them, but that goes along with what I said in the very first episode of Winning Time. You got to understand professional sports. Profession, then sport. That means business first, entertainment second, then competition. The whole thing I've been telling everybody, even in the NBA documentary that the NBA has, the whole NBA was pegged because they were going up under to have Magic versus Bird, black versus white, good versus evil. It's the biggest marketing strategy that they had. And that's why you start seeing them pull back the layers a little bit. Mm-hmm. With David Stern talking about Darth Vader, he could come back next year, he could get his revenge. All of this shit was staged. All of it. They pick and choose who they want to win. We got to make some money. We got to make some money. They gave Magic that Finals MVP. I said, what? Kareem at home icing off the the damn messed up foot. They talking about, man, get that thing to Magic. Get that thing to Magic. No good and damn well, Magic wasn't supposed to be no Finals MVP off of it was a hell of a game though. 45 points. Back then, shit, you get 45 now. They got no name players getting 45 now. Let me see something. Let me see what the box score was so I can show y'all. So the final game, Magic put up 42 and 15. 42 and 15. That's basically what Kareem was averaging the whole series. Just Earvin, though, 27. They should have won that one. Let me see something. 1987. You asking who played how many minutes in that game? I think look at that. Kareem averaged 24 and 10 during the season, got MVP. I know. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Nah, we about to do some comparisons here. Magic was really tripping over Larry Bird winning the Rookie of the Year. Wait a minute. Oh man, we ain't trying to go to your Twitter. We don't care what you be talking about, Magic. You just be talking. Lakers fired your ass. You just over here running your mouth. We don't care about that. We about to go to your rookie season. That's what we about to do. Hey, how did I get back? All right, man. We just gonna go the easy way. Now we seen Magic used all of that. And saying everything that Larry Bird was doing. Neat. He lost 63-3. It should have been fucking 66-0. Should have been 66-0. Now I like Magic as a player, so don't come here. Oh, Magic, blah blah blah. Magic averaged 18 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. Let's see what Larry Bird averaged. Larry Bird averaged 21, 10, and 4. You wasn't close to getting that Rookie of the Year. Yeah, you won the championship, but you also had the MVP on your team. So people always talk about, oh, Magic came in, he did his thing as a rookie. He still had the best player in the league on his team. That's back when George Gervin was balling. But yeah, Larry Bird, 21, 10, and 4. Magic was 18, 7, and 7. Yeah, give me Larry Bird. You give Larry Bird Kareem. That nigga, nah, yeah, that's what, yeah. You put Larry Bird with Kareem, yeah, they gonna go win that thing too. Magic just got put in a good situation. That's all it is. Dr. Bus was out here exchanging women for draft picks and players. Like, come on now. The NBA was a shit show back then. They were going up under. That's why old boy sold the Lakers. Yeah. The NBA, business first, entertainment second, competition third. But yeah, so we got that on up and out the way. Cause let me get to the we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. That's what we're gonna do. Nah, that's hey, what they say? What they say on the clumps? When your ass gonna quit jiving, Magic, you ain't stepped down. Your ass got fired. They got your ass about that. They went to that door. They said, Magic, this is what you can do. Get out of here. Get out of here. We don't want your nonsense here. They got Magic the fuck up out of there. Magic just be talking. Magic just be talking, jumping ship each time he say something. Then he talk about, well, me and Jeannie, we like brother and sister. Y'all was like brother and sister until she took over and realized that your ass ain't know what you was talking about, Magic. Talk about, yeah, man, the Lakers, they gonna do Big L. Oh, yeah, man, I'm really feeling Westbrook. Big L. Get the fuck out of here. Every time Magic tweets, something go wrong. Let the front office do what they supposed to do. They already messing up, giving the players too much control. Now, I'm not, saying I'm for the players getting paid, but that's a whole nother story. Let me see. Finals. Where's the finals at? Here we go. Series stats. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, in the 5 games he played in the finals, not to mention game 5 on the fucked up foot, averaged 33 and 13. And he played less minutes than Magic. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. In 5 games, he played less minutes per game, averaged 12 points more, 2 more rebounds. Come on, man. This man was doing everything. Averaged 4 blocks a game. And they gave Magic the finals MVP. If I was Kareem, I would have been on the phone like, no, you don't. No, you don't. I'll be on a plane tomorrow. Y'all give me my damn trophy. Give me my trophy. Look at Spencer's stats down here. Played 2 games, 5 minutes, shot 1 time, had 2 points. 2 games he had 5 minutes total and 2 points. Talking about they played the hell out of him. They played the hell out of me. Man, you played 5 minutes. I could get out there for 5 minutes and throw up 1 shot and get lucky. Now, you did have the best shooting percentage at that, 100%, but come on, man. Dr. J, 25 and 7. Daryl Dawkins is a monster. Oh, y'all not about to get me doing no Harlem Shake, but we almost about at an hour. I'm gonna go and get the jerseys and stuff. Let me get back to the show. But yeah, Kareem should have easily won. Should have won Finals MVP, but David Stern already. He was the visionary. What did he say? What did he say? He said, "Hey man, you just accept the trophy. You take the trophy, man. You know what I'm saying? Remember I told you at the dinner table? Mm-hmm. This is your moment to become the man. Your moment to become the man out here." Hell, Larry O'Brien, the trophy out there shining. That's an ugly trophy. I'm glad they changed it up. But you see, the original commissioner didn't even come to the game. He was like, man, we're going to go back to LA because that's what the original plan was. Of course, they thought since Kareem was out, they were going to lose. But he ain't show up because they were going to go to LA. They were going to have it out there in LA so LA could generate a lot of money. Now we got the new buzz. Now we can start generating the hype between Magic and Larry. Because what was this? Basically the transferring of the torch. Dr. J, older player, leaving the league. Because you got to remember, this is the 80s. So when you hit 29, 30, 31, it ain't like now. When you hear people talk about, year 17, 18, 19, we don't care. It's a totally different game now. Niggas ain't getting tackled like Cooper did going for a layup. Niggas ain't getting clothesline like that. It's totally different, man. The wear and tear. Every time you look up now, somebody flopping. What happened? Oh, man, they touched him on the nose. They did what? Now a nigga out the game. This is exactly why Kareem should have won Finals MVP. That man went in the locker room, said, "Tape it up, tape it up." Went out there and gave them buckets. Now, what game was this? Game 5. See what Kareem had game 5. Oh, game 4, game 5. Look at this. In game 5, where Kareem messed up his ankle, this man was 16 for 24. Oh, we gonna get on your ass, Magic, because everybody talk about Magic this, Magic that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 41 minutes, 16 for 24, 8 for 9 on his free throws, 40 points and 15 rebounds. Magic, you did that one game. This man on a messed up ankle put up 40 and 15. And in that game, Magic was 4 for 13 from the field. Y'all talk about Magic? No, the Magic was this man Kareem. 4 for 13 with 10 turnovers, 14 points, 10 assists, 15 rebounds, and 10 turnovers. This nigga Magic had a quadruple trash. This nigga Magic had a quadruple trash. Ain't no one, whenever they mention the greats, every time you hear something now, oh, he had 7 turnovers, he had 8 turnovers. This nigga Magic had 10 turnovers in a game where Kareem had 40 and 15. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See what happens when you revisit history? They change it. All you hear was Magic is the youngest finals MVP. But when you're looking at the facts, he should not have been the finals MVP. These are Westbrook numbers. Now it makes sense why he said he was so impressed with Westbrook. These niggas are playing alike. No. There's no way Magic should won finals MVP. We looking at a game. We about to go through each and every game. We about to see what Magic did. 14 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 turnovers in a game where Kareem hurt himself before halftime and still went out there and put up 40 fucking and 15? 40 and 15? In 41 minutes? You mean to tell me Magic was just out there running around and throwing up bricks? Magic Brick Johnson? That's what y'all telling me? With 10 turnovers? The nigga with the best vision, the best passing we ever seen? 10 turnovers? I don't think y'all understand what I'm looking at here. I'm not making this up. 14 points, 10 turnovers, 10 assists, 15 rebounds, 4 for 13? Not Magic Johnson. Not the guy. Look at me. Not the guy that they tell us is the greatest ever. What? Why no one ever mentioned this? They mention an NBA player right now having one bad game, but they don't mention this. With the best player in the NBA of the time, the MVP of the season, and you had 10 turnovers? What you doing, Magic? Off the easy? Come on, Magic. Now we not knocking your greatness, but come on, Magic. Who's the second youngest MVP or Finals MVP, Nick? Because the youngest MVP is Derrick Rose. The youngest Finals MVP is Magic Johnson. The second youngest Finals MVP is Magic Johnson, and then the third person is Kawhi Leonard. Okay, game 1. Yeah, Magic is the first and the second youngest Finals MVP, and then Kawhi Leonard came in at the third to do it, but technically the second person. Game 1, what Magic had? Okay. Now we doing something. Magic 8 for 12, 16 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. Kareem had 33 and 14. Okay. Norm Nixon put up 23. Okay. Magic was all right. You doing your job. You facilitating. You getting the people going. Spence, okay, he played 3 minutes in game 1. So that means in game 2, he played 2 minutes. But Spencer, they didn't play the hell out of you. We don't see no stats from you. They played you. You didn't play. Yeah, Spence had 3 minutes. Spence had 3 minutes in game 1, but no stats recorded. He must have set a pick or something and then called a timeout. But like I say, Magic, 16, 10, and 9, almost a triple-double, but we don't do almost. It's either you get it or you don't. Game 2, let's see what happened. Let's see what happened in the first loss against Philly. Dr. J, 23. Okay, my dog always hooping. Kareem, 38 and 14. What you got, Magic? What you got? 13, 11, and 8 with 5 turnovers? 5 for 8. Okay. So right now, it's a runaway with the finals MVP for our boy Kareem. Because we need to find some way to justify Magic winning this finals MVP besides that one game. Because right now it looks like Kareem is terrorizing everybody. And Magic had a horrible game. We're yet to find a horrible game from Kareem yet. Game 3, Magic Johnson, 50% from the field. 0 for 3. He's the only one that shot a 3-pointer on the team. He knew damn well he wasn't shooting no threes back then. 16 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Okay. But Kareem again, 33, 14. All right. That's 3-0 for Kareem right now. Magic is actually having mediocre games. Now, of course, Kareem was the best player on the team, but right now it's 3-0 for Kareem. It's 3-0 for Kareem right now. What Dr. J had, 24. He doing what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now let's go to game 4. Let's get to game 4. Now, Spencer ain't playing no more. Oh, yeah, we supposed to go back and see how many points Spencer got. Oh, he wasn't on the team in game 3. That's right. He got suspended. Well, he didn't get no playing time. Spence, all right. Game 2, 2 minutes. 1 field goal attempt, 100%. So this man recorded 1 stat. Oh, he had a turnover too. So he had 2 stats in 2 games. All right. Game 4. Magic Johnson, 28, 9, and 9. Let's see what Kareem did. 23 and 11. All right. So right now, this is game 4. Kareem got 3 games to Magic's 1. Kareem got 3 to Magic's 1. And then we already know what happened game 5. Dr. J had 36. Game 5, on the bum leg. 40 and 15 what Magic give us. This is Magic's bad game where Kareem got hurt, where he needed help the most from Magic. Magic did not show up. He hurt his ankle. He needed as much help as he could get from Magic Johnson. And Magic Johnson gives us a quadruple double. 14 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, and 10 turnovers. If any NBA player did that now, we would be saying he is horrible. But since there wasn't social media, there wasn't daily talk shows back then, they just gloss over Magic's game where Kareem needed him the most. Kareem gets hurt. Magic is nowhere to be found, and Kareem wills the team to a game 6 where they could potentially close it. Now, this is where Magic steps up. 42, 15, and 7. See, that's the Magic we were expecting all season. That's what people make you believe when you listen to Magic back in the day. You thinking Magic out here putting up 30-point triple doubles every single night. No, Magic was pretty average when Kareem was on the court. Now, of course, that normally happens when you have an MVP or someone of that caliber on your team. But in no way is it justified that Magic Johnson should have won the Finals MVP, other than David Stern and the NBA knowing that they're flopping and they got to generate some kind of money, and we got to create a rival with these young guns coming up. We got the white boy, the good of all evil, Larry Bird, the working man. The white people can relate to him. He won Rookie of the Year. Then we got Magic and the Showtime Lakers, aka the bad guys, the black people. You see what I'm saying? Now we're generating money because we got us a little rivalry on the hand. All we have to do is somehow get these two to go against each other. And you heard David Stern say, maybe next year you guys collide. Maybe you defend your championship against them. So hopefully season 2 goes to when they actually, go to the finals against each other. We jump ahead and they show us, how established both of them got. And then after that, we watch them play. We watch them play. Wait a minute. They always get on Jordan for losing in the first round. Boston wins next year. Look like the Lakers went out in the first round, but history won't tell you that. History won't tell you that the Lakers went out in the first round. No, they won't. No, they won't. Moses Malone ass was out there balling. That's why. But you got to understand, back then though, the series was terrible. It's like what, 5-5, 7-7, or 5. First series was 5 games. I think it went 5-7-7. I can't remember, but I know the first series was definitely 5 games. And oh no, the first series was fucking 2-1. Come on, Magic. Well, Steven. What up, Steven? All right, well, look, here's what we're going to do, because y'all wanted to see it. And like I said, it wasn't much to talk about this episode. I'm going to go get one of the buckets of jerseys. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to see how that rock out. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I know it ain't many of us because not many people watch Winning Time, the Showtime Lakers, the rise of a dynasty. Uh-huh. What up, Steven? You said you just started watching. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all what we got. That Ray Allen Supersonic stole back. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't mess with me with canning them jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a good series though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's definitely a good series. Oh, y'all want me to model. Okay. Yeah. So right now we got on the, you understand? We got on the Ray Allen, you know what I'm saying? Supersonics, you know what I'm saying? This one got a little messed up when it was getting shipped out, you know what I'm saying? Put the Ray Allen on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got, hold on. We got some heat. We got some heat now. Wrong way. Yeah, Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah, what you know? What you know about it? Kevin Garnett. You know what I'm saying? This is back. These jerseys I bought back in the day, you know what I'm saying, in the early 2000s when we were wearing them extra big, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, you got the Garnett throwback on. Yeah. I wish I could still wear them, but, you know what I'm saying, they too big now. They look like nightgowns. You ain't gonna catch me out with this, you know what I'm saying? Baby, don't get it twisted, though. Don't get it twisted. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Vince Carter. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have an arsenal. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got jerseys on deck back in the day, you wasn't living. You know what I'm saying? Vince Carter. Now these are all like the plain ones. Now if we go into like these are like just the original throwbacks. I got all of the design ones. I think I got that bucket here too. But for the most part, I ain't bring them. Like my Mitchell and Ness ones. I think I got my Kobe Mitchell and Ness here. I got my Dr. J. And I think I got my Shaq Orlando one. I'm not sure. I gotta check. But it goes on and on and on. Hey, Steven. Hey, Steven. You want Iverson? Okay. He want Iverson, people. He want Iverson. He want Iverson. All right, we're gonna get the Iverson. You know what I'm saying? The Sacramento Kings. You know what I'm saying? This is the Kansas City Kings edition, though. You know what I'm saying? Back when they were in my hometown and they moved on out there because we wasn't generating no money out there. Who you got though? Uh-huh. Yeah. He want he want Allen Iverson. Steven want Allen Iverson. All right. We got an Iverson jersey, I think. I think we got an Iverson jersey. Allen Iverson. Let me see. Okay. Some of these jerseys they getting stained. They getting stained because they just sitting out here, man. Like they just in buckets. He said Allen Iverson. He said Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson. We got one of those. You know what I'm saying? We got one of those. You know what I'm saying? We got one of the Iverson jerseys. Wait a minute. Wait a minute though. Hold on. We got an Iverson jersey. Hold on, Steven. We got an Iverson jersey. We got an Iverson jersey. You know what I'm saying? We got an Iverson jersey. Hold on. I think. Oh, and these are authentic swingmans, not the screen print. You know what I'm saying? We don't do the screen print. We got to do the authentics. You know what I'm saying? Now, these are the Nike swingmans, which the NBA started to switch back to. But hold on. We got an Iverson. We got an Iverson jersey. Yeah, we got an Iverson jersey. Just 3 of them. I got 8 Iverson jerseys total. You know what I'm saying? We got an Iverson. JT said, I just binge watched the whole show, the whole series yesterday. Pretty good, though, ain't it? Pretty good, ain't it? Yeah, Steven. There go 3 Iverson jerseys for you. Hey, when I go back and visit my mama, we might bring out the whole arsenal. I might hang them all up for you. I got to go buy some hangers. Yeah. We got Iverson jerseys. But the list goes on and on and on and on. The Clippers throwback. Yeah. Quentin Richardson. What you know about Quentin Richardson? Yeah. You see that white undershirt? It go with everything. So if you had a white long sleeve, you had a black long sleeve, you could wear those with any jersey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Steven said, what about Kobe? If you look at my jerseys, most of my jerseys, I only bought jerseys that look good. And I wasn't no Lakers fan, so I wasn't really rocking with the Lakers like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no Lakers fan growing up. So you won't ever see me wearing a Miami Heat jersey because I didn't like D-Wade and I didn't like LeBron. You won't see me in no Cavs jersey, no Heat jersey. I do got one Lakers jersey, though. I got a Lakers jersey. Like, I got 2 Shaq jerseys, but I don't have them as a Laker because I wasn't a fan and I would not and will not support them. But you seen the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Laker blue. Now this one's the Mitchell and Ness, you know, and this is the Mitchell. This shit was $325 when I bought it. It probably, well, if I would have took more care of it because the words is fading on the tag, it probably would have been worth at least $1.05, you know what I'm saying, 1,500. But yeah, we got the Lakers throwback, you know what I'm saying? The Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a few things in the box. So you got the Lakers one. This is my only Lakers jersey. Like, I'm not a fan of the Lakers, so I never buy any of their clothing. And plus, who the hell about to wear a purple jersey? Like a purple or a yellow jersey? What am I gonna wear with that shit? I ain't got no yellow shoes. I ain't wearing no Laker gear. Hold on. We got a couple of more here. Like I said, I don't have much here, but yeah, that Atlanta Hawk throwback. Now, this is one of my favorite jerseys. I got this one, and I got the reverse, the blue one, where it's blue and green. I think that's at my mama's house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now I had a Golden State one. I had the yellow Golden State one with the trolley on it. It was Jason Richardson, but I got in a fight in 2004, and when we were fighting, it ripped down the middle. So I never bought another Golden State jersey. I'll probably buy one when I'm out here. Probably order one for my pops. Now we get oh yeah, you got the Portland throwback, Rasheed Wallace. Uh, Black and red, that was my shit back then. Salute to the Beehive. Bound gang bang. Now we're about to get into my favorite jerseys. Why? Because they me. Now these are authentic right here. These are straight from NBA. You know what I'm saying? These are the real deal, what they were wearing back in 2004 and 2005. Like I said, them were swingmans, but they are authentic. These are like the real jerseys that the niggas played in. Got the San Antonio Spurs. But the reason I like these three jerseys I'm about to show y'all so much, because they me. You know what I'm saying? We got these made. I think these were like $250 back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Number 14 is my basketball number in school. You know what I'm saying? Got my name on the back of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta represent yourself, because if you don't, no one else will. So I had the all black on, because you know what I'm saying? I used to wear J's back in the day. I used to be young, wild, spending all that money on J's, waiting in lines and shit. There's that one. What I tell you about that black and red? What I tell you about that black and red? Another one of them authentics on them. You know what I'm saying? Portland Trail Blazers. Yeah, this one used to get. I think I wore this maybe twice a year. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't. Where we from, you couldn't wear the same jerseys or clothes. Oh, anyway, you could wear like tall tees, the same ones, but these like jerseys, you probably wear them maybe once a year, because back then I was the man when it came to jerseys. You know what I'm saying? But this is another authentic of me. NBA.com need to put me on there so I can be doing the little commercials, like dribbling the basketball in the commercial, acting like I hoop. But yeah. Then you got you a Dallas Maverick. Yeah. Hey, y'all asked for, y'all said, go show us some jerseys. So I said, all right, bet. And this is exactly how you wear it. I mean, my shirt would have been a little bit bigger back then. These is fitted so you can see the guns, but got the do-rag on. This is how you would wear it back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They like, damn, this nigga Mo, I'm out there putting up Magic Johnson numbers. I'm talking about pre-90. Pre-1990 Magic Johnson numbers. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there putting up triple doubles without the 10 turnovers. Yeah. So there you go. I think that was like maybe 15, maybe I think like 12 or 15 jerseys. But I have a total of Last time I counted, I think I got 87 basketball jerseys. I got like 87 basketball jerseys. I had a total of over 100. Like I said, one tour. I sold a couple of them, but I don't look like no kind of trouble. Now I'm about to show y'all. Now all those authentics is cool, but what I'm about to show y'all is my favorite jersey that I have with me. And this right here is my high school football jersey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hut one, hut two. They wanted the nigga at quarterback. I couldn't play no quarterback, but you throw me that receiver, that defensive back, ooh, corner. I hate the safety. That's too much ground to cover. Give me some one-on-one. Give me a little bit of zone two. Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite jerseys because this was me. The real me, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get back to the show, though. Gun and Thug got hit with a Rico. Ain't no way. Sorry, people. We know what happened in winning time. We know what happened in winning time. Magic Johnson won a championship. Kareem didn't get his finals MVP. Magic ended up getting that nasty stuff. Hold on, Gun and Thug. Let me see. We interrupt your normally televised schedule. Yeah, we were the Bulldogs. We were the Bulldogs, you know what I'm saying? Boy, put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. We're gonna finish this episode off and then we probably go into some free time. Look at that. Now everybody hopped over to Gunna and Thug. I might end this live. It's been a good season, winning time. We might have a free live where we go talk about Gunna and them. But now we're gonna finish this up real quick. And then I might jump back on a little bit later on. And we can talk about it, break it down a little bit. $56 count indictment. That's ridiculous. What do y'all think about Jeannie Buss? When her dad wanted her to bring the brothers around, when he was like, all right, look, what I want you to do is bring your two knucklehead brothers around and see how they gel with the team, with everybody around here. Because I need to bring someone in as the treasurer to replace your grandma. Damn. Hey, see, Steven, you see why I got on the Kobe? Because that's what color jersey we wore in high school. You know what I'm saying? The powder blue. Nah, I ain't vibing with no Kendrick. Not that song. I like y'all know my personality. I like action. I like guns and butter. I like ignorant shit. Kendrick Lamar, I'm already woke. I don't need to be woker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shout out to Kendrick though, man. I fuck with Kendrick, but I mean that song, I listened to it. Video was cool. Changing faces, but I'm never gonna be like, let me get in the car and listen to this conscious rap. Neek said, I think it was dead wrong. It shows his lack in leadership. I think though at this point he wasn't quite sure what direction he was gonna go with on the team. Cause you got to remember, he was one of the first. Like Claire, when she got brought up to be the treasurer and the vice president, she was the first woman at that time. So with him looking at his daughter, I think the reason he didn't look at her to be that position is just because you got to understand back then women weren't in those positions. So that's one reason. And of course, he wanted to bring his sons in because you think about it, his two sons, they be fucking up. Like that's why they ain't in charge. That's why he gave the team to his daughter and not them two. Where are they now? Winning time, the rise of the Lakers dynasty follows Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers, as he tries to steer the newly acquired NBA team towards success. Over the show's first season, Buss's daughter, Jeanie, assists Claire, and they realize her father's grand vision of the Lakers. In contrast, Buss' sons are permanently absent from the narrative for the most part. Was this May 8th? So, okay, that was yesterday. However, that changes in the season finale as Buss wishes to bring more family members into the new family business. Therefore, viewers must be curious to find out about whether Buss' sons end up working for the Lakers. If you wish to learn more about the whereabouts of his sons, yeah, let's see. When Jerry got the Lakers from Jack in '79, he discovered from his first wife, Mueller, the couple has 4 children together. I mean, he divorced. I thought he said he discovered the team from her. He divorced his wife. Couple has 4 children together: Johnny, James, and the 2 younger daughters, Jeanie and Janie. After separation, Buss dated Karen and had 2 children, Joey and Jesse. Given that time, they weren't alive. Yeah, we know that. But you got to understand, like, I know we jumping back and forth because I'm reading y'all comments, but the little indictments that they on, they probably just paid one of the people or something like that to do something, or the guys were like, "Oh, we were at Young Thug studio session." I doubt anything's gonna really stick with them, but we gonna see. I'm gonna break it down. Matter of fact, give me y'all give me 15 to 20 minutes of your undivided attention, and I'm gonna start a new live, and we're gonna talk strictly about that because I don't want to mix it in with this in case people go back and listen to it. But we will talk about it. Let me see. Johnny is the eldest son. Not much is known about his early life or educational background, but it appears though Johnny began a career in sports management in '75, later became the executive vice president of development of the Lakers for several years. He also served as the president of the Lakers, a professional indoor soccer team. Oh, Lasers. Damn, I got to make this stuff bigger. President of the Los Angeles Lasers, a professional indoor soccer team, big trash, and the Los Angeles Sparks, a professional women's basketball team. They were good at one point. Now they falling off in like Connecticut, the Wizards. I mean, whoever the Washington team is in Arizona, they winning all the damn rings now. Seattle be getting some too. They talking about this is real. James Buss was born in '59, the second eldest. He worked as a president of the Lasers also, succeeding his elder brother. He joined the Lakers in '98 as an apprentice general manager to Jerry West. Jerry West got up out the Lakers and he did the right thing because it became a shit show. And now he's actually having a little bit of success over with the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? They revamping, they got a new ownership. People always knock the Clippers compared to the Lakers because they, you know what I'm saying, they always knocked the Lakers. I mean, not the Lakers, but the Clippers because they were renting out, you know what I'm saying, playing in the same stadium. They ain't won nothing. But you got to understand, these people had a racist owner from the time that they were bought all the way up until what, 2015, 16? So of course you wasn't never gonna win nothing, but they just gloss over that. But any other time, the NBA wants to show how they stand with BLM and turn out that Black Lives Matter the whole time was a fucking joke and stole $60 million. And the lady just admitted today that she used her $6 million house that they got off all the donation money to throw parties, but they just gloss over Donald Sterling being a racist motherfucker, and they just say, "Oh, the Clippers are trash." Nigga, how you gonna win with a goddamn owner that don't give a damn about the team, that won't even buy his own arena? But they just gloss over that though. But I'm here to give y'all the truth. After Jerry Buss's death, Jim continued to be the VP of basketball operations. His sister Jeannie looked after the business side of things as the governor and president. See, that's one thing. Like Jeannie, she started to know the ins and out. And I think Claire is probably the one that recommended, hey, you should bring her in, because what did she say at half court? You're becoming your father. So she was learning the business, and that actually played out well for her, because her brothers, they went on to do presidents and vice presidents for some damn soccer team, failed. Sparks failed. So Jeannie was actually in there learning how the things ran. Exactly, Cheryl. Don Sterling was horrible. So when people say the Clippers, oh, they the little stepchild, bro, he just bought a team because he seen that Jerry West had one. And this nigga didn't want to buy his own stadium because he was so cheap. This dude wasn't paying none of the players. Like, of course they ain't gonna win with that. Where are the Buss sons today? All 6 Buss siblings were given equal shareholding in the Lakers franchise. However, Johnny stated that he did not wish to be a part of the family business. He revealed that he wasn't very interested in family sports ownership business, and his interests further diminished after his father's death. He said, I think the desire to be an owner left when my dad passed away. I don't think there's any thrill in it. I think there's a lot of money in it. If you knew me, you would understand I'm not about it. Okay, so Johnny was like, man, I don't care. There is a lot of money. There is a lot of money in owning the team, but think about it. I don't have to own the team. My dad owned the team. I got money coming in. I don't want to be nothing to do with the ownership. I'm a Buss. The Buss family is always going to generate money. So that's just really, saying a big burden off his shoulder. So I could see that. Me personally, though, shit, I'd be in that front office just like this. You want to get LeBron James? LeBron James want to sign here? All right, tell him this. We're gonna give him a 1-year deal. We're gonna see how he does. If he does good, we'll bring him on for a second year. First year LeBron got there, we ain't make the playoffs. LeBron, you're gonna have to take less, nigga. We're not paying you all this money to miss the playoffs. Then the second year, we got a bubble. It's like, okay, we got a bubble. We won a ring. All right, we can kind of do something with that. The next year, we lose in the first round. This is why I got your ass on a 1-1. We paying you yearly. We not about to LeBron James. We can sell tickets with that shit, but we trying to win. We trying to win real rings. You know what I'm saying? This nigga still talking about let's do a parade from 2020. Nigga, that was 2 years ago. Nobody care about that damn bubble. After that, the lowest rating ever in the finals. And how you got the lowest rated finals ever when every single person in the world was in their house and all they could do was watch TV? Don't no one care about that bullshit. Yeah, it goes in the record book as a championship. I'm not knocking it. Y'all won it. But they always say KD won 2 rings with the Warriors. There's an asterisk. No, it ain't, nigga. On NBA.com, it say Kevin Durant, finals MVP 2 times. Just like y'all say that ring counted, everything else counted. But now look at us. We out in the first round. I told you, Jeannie, we can sell tickets with this nigga LeBron, but we ain't winning. Then we don't even make the playoffs. So I done signed him to all this money, and we ain't did shit in 4 years. Not if I was one of them Buss boys. I would have been on that motherfucking panel like, no, we not. We'll do this. We're going to do 4 a year. We'll do 4 year, 80 million. You get 20 a year. And then you get all the endorsements off the court, but we not paying all that. And we definitely not trading all of our picks and all of our young players for Anthony Hurt-ass Davis. That's where the family went wrong. And now look at them. They are screwed for years to come. for years to come. And just like how it was, they talk about the Lakers wasn't relevant. They weren't making the playoffs after Kobe and even his last couple of years. Y'all about to be in the same situation. Only this time ain't no one coming out here because the Clippers is about to have a brand new stadium and they got an owner that is richer than every single owner in the NBA and could buy the NBA if he really wanted to. Steve Ballmer ain't playing around. He said, I'm gonna go make my own universe. We're going to have our own stadium. And not only that, we're going to have shopping centers around our shit. So that's where you got to look at the business aspect. Yeah, LeBron can sell tickets, but what are you really trying to do? If Steve Ballmer wins a ring, who cares? This nigga's like the 5th or 6th richest person in the world. Who cares? Nigga's worth $90 billion. I could buy every team if I wanted to. So what are you guys really doing? He's over here making big plans. So, but that's Jeanie Buss trying to do what they want to do. Oh yeah, Jeanie Buss ain't no angel either. She was in Playboy. She was throwing that thing. I'm pretty sure Magic probably got a piece of that in the back in the early days, but we not saying nothing that's alleged. But yeah, the whole place is a shit show. And now what are the Lakers doing? I know we supposed to be talking about the Showtime Lakers, but we talking about where the boys are now. So this includes where Jeanie is because she's one of the siblings. Now they bringing back Phil Jackson, the nigga that used to Jeanie Buss, to thinking he about to change the organization around. They about to pick a head coach because of Phil Jackson. This nigga Phil Jackson ain't won shit. If Phil Jackson ain't have Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, Phil Jackson don't win shit. Phil Jackson didn't have Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Phil Jackson don't win shit. If he didn't have Kobe Bryant, Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom, Ron Artest, Phil Jackson ain't winning shit. That nigga went up to New York and ruined everything. He had Melo. Oh, an all-time great. Couldn't win shit. Phil Jackson ain't about to do nothing. He ain't doing nothing but robbing the Lakers. And that's why I said you needed one of these brothers on the panel because Jeannie's over here just, okay, let's do this. No, let's not do that. We ain't going to win shit doing that. Phil Jackson about to come in here, rob the Lakers, recommend some bum-ass coach. They talking about get Mark Jackson. No. And then you hear everybody saying, give the black coaches an opportunity. Give them a chance. If Mark Jackson takes the coaching job with the Lakers, this is not giving this man a chance. This is setting him up to fail. Because when they lose next year with Mark Jackson as the head coach, they're going to blame that whole thing on Mark Jackson not being a head coach for 8 years. And LeBron couldn't get it done with that caliber of a coach. Stop saying black coaches don't get an opportunity. They do get an opportunity. But if they take dumbass opportunities like being the Lakers head coach, you see Mike Brown said, hell no, I'm not going to the Lakers. Hell no, I'm not going to the Lakers. I'm going to Sacramento with some young niggas that I can try to mold. You about to go out there to the Lakers. Jeanie Buss is about to be up there. Bum ass Phil Jackson about to be up there telling you what you need to do. Kirk Rambis. What's the other dude that used to be Kobe's agent? Whatever the nigga name is, white man fucking shit up. You about to go to the Lakers. You about to be ruined. You take that job, you about to be ruined. You better go in there and ask for, hey, if I'm going to be the Lakers head coach, I want a guaranteed 4 years. A guaranteed 4 years, at least $80 million. If you about to take the Lakers head coach job because you're not having any draft picks for 4 years, well, what, 2026 or 2027? Yeah, and then you got LeBron on here. Nah, you take this job with the Lakers, it's over with, brother. You about to be like Frank Vogel. The only thing is you ain't gonna have no bubble to save your ass, and you ain't gonna have no ring to fall back on. They're gonna be talking so bad about Mark Jackson. He take that job and they go out there losing all them games. You already see the NBA done changed up trying to come up with a damn play-in game because they know niggas can't make it, and now niggas can't even make the game that they voted on. As soon as a nigga got into the play-in game last year, they talk about, man, who came up with this? You did, nigga. You voted on this. You, Chris Paul, all you and your friends, yeah, y'all voted on this. But when your ass had to go play in that thing, and you were playing against Steph Curry, when he didn't have his team, and you shot that bullshit shot talking about, I couldn't see the rim. It was 3 of them. Yeah, where was all that shit in round one when your ass was leaving and y'all were down by 20 with fucking 8 minutes left in the game? Where was it at then? Just shoot for the rim, LeBron. Where was it at this year when y'all niggas was battling it every single game against the Houston Rockets, the worst team in the league? Where was it this year when y'all was going to the wire with the Detroit Pistons every single game y'all played against them? Where was all this talent? Where was all of this greatness? Where was LeBron makes every single player around him better? Jeanie Buss, I told your ass not to sign this nigga for 4 years. Now look at y'all. Y'all suffering because all that shit y'all talk about is a fucking facade. Let me get some water because I'm telling y'all facts tonight. We going all the way there because don't nobody expose it. Steven, I'm going to give you the facts. People say, oh, you don't like LeBron. I love and respect LeBron. But all you hear is he makes everybody around him better. That's why everybody that plays with him gets worse. Everybody that was good and great before they join LeBron, they get worse. And what happens after LeBron leaves? They done got so bad, you don't even hear about them anymore. But as soon as a nigga leaves LeBron, they get better. You can count every single young player for the Lakers that left. Jordan Clarkson, basically a sixth man. Brandon Ingram, all-star. Julius Randle, all-star. D'Angelo Russell, they up there in Minnesota doing their thing. Kyle Kuzma went to the damn Wizards. Everyone does better when they don't play with LeBron. You bring him to your team, he stunts the growth, he gets rid of all of your youth, and you don't have shit. And then when he wins, oh, he won one here. Now your team is in shambles. Oh, why come every time LeBron leaves a team, they become a lottery team? Nigga, you traded away all our picks. You traded away all of our youth. What the fuck are we supposed to do but lose? This nigga went to Miami, told his best friend. Who's LeBron's best friend in the NBA? Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and Chris Paul. What did he tell Dwayne Wade? He said, nigga, take less money and I'm going to come back next year so we can get some players. This nigga left and went back to Cleveland. How do you do that to your best friend? And everybody knew what was going on. All these owners know what's going on. And you want to bring him to your team and let him terrorize you? Hey, if the Heat don't draft Sebastian Napier, they wrong, man. They sleep. Drafted that nigga and he was trash as hell. That nigga Sebastian Napier got the same career I got. None. We got to get Anthony Davis. Trade away all them players. And every single one of them players have played more games and have been better than Anthony Davis. If it wasn't for a 5-month hiatus during the bubble, that nigga Anthony Davis wouldn't have finished that season. The Clippers were already busting their ass. They talking about, we want the Clippers to play them, but the playoff. Nigga, you went to the bubble. Ain't nobody trying to be in that damn bubble. Come on, man. Give the facts. Stop being biased and trying to come up with these narratives so you can make some dollars. What happened? Year one, Lakers. Jeanie Buss, tell me. I heard playoff mode was activated. The only thing that was activated was you niggas going to Cancun early. That's why you niggas need the play-in bubble or the play-in tournament so your ass can make it because your ass was falling off. What happened? Last year when y'all lost to the Sun, a storm is coming. The only storm that came was y'all ass getting flooded the fuck up out the first round. That's the only storm that came. Hurricane Katrina came and washed you niggas about the first round. Swept AD about that motherfucker, and LeBron, they took your ass away early. And then what happened this year? Oh, don't worry about it. LA, we gonna do better. We gonna win more games. You niggas lost so fucking bad, you didn't even play the last couple of games. You had to win one game before you set out them last couple of games, and you couldn't even do that shit. Oh, and Jeanie Buss up there. Now they trying to scramble around and fire people. How the fuck you fire Frank Vogel when this nigga LeBron missing all these fucking shots in games? AD ain't played with 28 games. Spencer Haywood had more minutes in the finals than fucking AD had all season. You blaming these L's on Frank Vogel. How you gonna fire Frank Vogel? I ain't the one out there putting up 10 turnovers like Westbrook. I ain't the one not playing defense like LeBron. I ain't the one hurt all the time like AD. I'm not losing these games. I won a fucking championship with these niggas. Y'all brought Westbrook in. I didn't do this. So any coach that takes a job with these LA Lakers is going to deal with the same exact thing. There's not going to be any freedom to do what you want as a coach. You are about to ruin yourself. Now, if you're up and coming coach and you don't have nothing to lose, like you haven't had a job, okay, cool. Mark Jackson, you have a good thing going on TV. You the type of coach that needs to build a team, not take a team that's already trashed. You see what you did with the Warriors? Had you molded them, you came up with that. You don't have any draft picks. What the fuck are you gonna build? What, we gonna bring Carmelo back? We gonna bring Carmelo back? No, nigga, we about to lose again. We be lucky if we even make the 8th seed. We gonna be in the play-in though. I'm not even a Lakers fan, but I'm speaking as a Laker fan. We gonna be in the play-in though, because that's what their aspirations are right now. We gonna be in the play-in. Oh, you can believe that? We gonna be in the play-in. Yeah, you gonna be in the play-in. All right, you gonna have 2 extra games to get your ass whooped. That's what you gonna be in. A fucking ass whooping. That's what you gonna be in. Because the young teams ain't playing around with y'all. Ain't no one scared of now. One nigga on that team. Well, LeBron put up 30. Yeah, but them niggas were losing by 30. I could go out there and shoot some bullshit if we down. I can go out there and take the tie shot. You know what I'm saying? If the game is tied, I can go out there and chuck up a 3 because it don't matter if I make it or miss. We going into overtime. But when that game on the line and y'all down by 1 or 2, go step your ass to that free throw line. You ain't gonna do that shit. You ain't gonna do that shit. Who's one of these younger players? Go shoot them free throws. No, nigga. Get your ass out there. You heard I'm a diehard Brooklyn fan. You a lie. Shit. A diehard Brooklyn fan. Hell no. Now I like KD, I like Kyrie, but a Brooklyn fan, hell no. The NBA, like the way sports are now, you really can't even. I mean, everybody wants to do their own thing. So Brooklyn, they just didn't have the players this year. That's all it was. That's all it was. But when you really look at things, you got to start exposing it because people pick and choose who they like and who they hate. So look at the Brooklyn Nets. They got knocked out the first round by who? The Boston Celtics. 4-0 sweep, right? They said Jason Tatum has passed up Kevin Durant. Because what did they do to Kevin Durant? They double teamed him the whole series. Of course you're not going to score. Now let me point out something to you. No, Jason Tatum did not pass up Kevin Durant. We seen what Kevin Durant did in game 4 when they didn't double team him. Now, if you allow KD to play his game, then he's going to put up big numbers on you. But what are we watching right now? Matter of fact, let me go check just to verify because I could be wrong, but 9 times out of 10, I'm not. Now, they said Jason Tatum passed him up, but they double teamed Kevin Durant the whole time. Now, you look and see what's happening right now with the Bucks versus the Celtics. They aren't double teaming Giannis at all, and this nigga's putting up 40 points. So no, Tatum didn't pass him up. You had help every time KD had the ball, they doubled him. So of course he's not going to be able to be efficient like he's supposed to. But you see what happens when you don't double Giannis because Giannis can't really shoot like that, but he attacks that paint. And when it's one-on-one with Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, he's dominating them. KD did the same thing game 4. It's just it was too late at that time. So you gotta look at it because people use their emotions and feelings because they don't want Kevin Durant to be successful. They don't want to see Curry win. They don't want anybody that potentially has a chance to pass up LeBron and take away that narrative of him being the greatest of all time or the greatest in his era when we seen Steph Curry has 3 rings against him. There's no way you can be the greatest of anything when a nigga has beat you 3 times. Regardless to who his team is, because the way the NBA is now, everybody's being stacked up. So it's going to be stacked teams regardless. When y'all was in the bubble, no one ever mentioned them being in the bubble with that stacked Lakers team against an injured Miami Heat. The only time they mention injured teams in any series is when it's against LeBron. When Kyrie and K Love got hurt, oh, he didn't have any help. He was hurt. But that same series that they won and came back down 3-1, Draymond was suspended. Curry was hurt the whole series, and Bogut got out from an injury. But they only mention injuries when it benefits the narrative. Just remember that. When Kawhi beat the Warriors, oh man, Kawhi beat the Warriors. It don't matter who was hurt, he beat the Warriors because when LeBron did it, It was, oh, he's the greatest ever. He came back down 3-1. But Kawhi went through Joel Embiid. He went through Giannis. He beat Curry, was still out there. And Curry was not hurt like he was in the 2016 finals. But they don't mention that because it takes away from the narrative. All you hear is, oh, Kawhi hasn't been playing. The nigga's hurt. What has he done with the Clippers? He's done the same amount of work that LeBron has done with the Clippers. The only thing is he's never missed the playoffs, and LeBron has missed it twice. If it wasn't for a fucking bubble, LeBron wouldn't be compared to what Kawhi is doing there. But since they don't like Kawhi, they don't like LeBron. I mean, they don't like KD. Kyrie hasn't done nothing since he left LeBron. The nigga was hurt when he left. Come on now. They don't give you the facts. They give you their feelings. And we don't do that, and especially when it comes to sports. Because everything I'm giving you is facts. And like I said, I don't take away from LeBron's greatness, but they don't give you the whole truth. They never going to give you the whole truth. I know that's harsh for y'all. I know it ain't a lot of us in here. I know this word doesn't get out to the masses, but it's the truth. And if you take a job for the Lakers, you're ruining your future as a coach, because they're always going to look back and say you couldn't win with LeBron James on your team. And what are they going to do with LeBron? Just like they did in year 19. Oh, he's year 19, 30 points a game. But when they lost, oh, he's in year 19. You can't use that excuse for when he does good and when he does bad. It's one or the other. Is it year 19 he's hooping, or is it year 19 he can't sustain this level of hooping? Because when he's putting up 30, it's year 19. But when he plays bad, what do you expect from a nigga in year 19? We expect the same shit you told us when he just put up 55 points. That's what we're expecting. Now they're going to say it's year 20. What more do you want from LeBron in year 20? I don't know. Ask the Lakers. They signed him to that dumbass contract. That's what we need to be asking. Lakers, what did you expect from a nigga in year 20? That's what I want to know. Because watch, if he falls off a cliff, he's gonna have like 1 or 2 dunks. Watch, and y'all can quote me on this. He's gonna have. Now I'm gonna give him this season coming up, year 20. He's gonna have 7 magnificent dunks, and they're like, "Oh my god, did he just rewind the clock?" And then them niggas is gonna lose, and he's gonna be tired as hell in the fourth quarter. And they're gonna say, "Well, he's in year 20." No. How was he dunking like that in year 20? The nigga is 6'9". He's 6'9". I am the same age as LeBron James, and I am 9 inches shorter than him, and I can still dunk. Now, it may not be every single time, but I can still give me a rim grazer. Don't tell me a man that's 6'9", 36 years old, and all he's 37 years old, and his job is to play basketball, can't dunk. He's 6'9". He only has to jump 2 feet to dunk the ball. He's basically 7 foot with a damn 7.5 wingspan almost. Don't tell me, yo, he's 9, he's 6. The nigga is 6'9". He better be able to dunk. Hell, Vince Carter, we seen Vince Carter on ESPN in fucking dress loafers and pants, and he's dunking. And Vince Carter's like 40. Don't tell me this. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Just stop trying to make things bigger than what it is. And I don't come up with no stats next year. LeBron is the first 37-year-old in year 20 to do. We don't care. It's a made-up stat that no one's ever going to look up in the record book. The first person to score 7 points on 3 shots with 2 3-pointers and 1 field goal with 7 assists. We don't care. No one's ever going to go back and look at that stat. No one's ever going to do that. What we're going to go back and look at is missed playoffs, bubble, first round massacre, missed playoffs. That's what we're going to go back and look at. That's it. You're not going to go on NBA.com and the stats are going to tell you that this is the first person. No, it's not. It's just not. Oh, LeBron's going to pass Kareem in the scoring. This nigga played 20 years. He better pass him in points. You know, one stat they don't never talk about. One stat they don't never talk about. They don't never mention out of all the greatness that LeBron has done. They never mention this one stat. They never mention this, and I think that this is very vital and key when you're talking about people's greatness. And it's crazy to me. I always wondered, why is this never ever mentioned? I wonder if I can find it. I wonder if I can find it on NBA.com. But this just shows you that NBA.com is probably going to. Here we go. Interesting facts here that they don't ever bring up. Now, when we're talking about the greatness, when it comes to LeBron James going in the year 20, and we say the only reason he's getting all these points is because he played so many years, they say, no, he's not even a scorer. He's top 10 in rebounds. He's top 10 in assists. He's number 2 in scoring. And we say, man, he played 20 years. He should be. They say, nah, it's just how great he is. But what they never mention in stats is LeBron James in year 19 is the only player ever to eclipse 4,700 turnovers. He leads the NBA in all-time turnovers. Why doesn't anyone ever mention this? He leads the NBA in all-time turnovers, basically saying he's a walk-in turnover. But they don't use this stat. What they tell you is, what do you expect from him? He's basically a point guard. No, nigga. No. You got 4,700 turnovers. You were the first person in year 18 with 4,500 turnovers. First player in year 19 with 45 plus 100 turnovers. First player in year 19 with 4,600 turnovers. First player in year 19 with 4,700 turnovers. You're going to be the first player in year 20 with 4,800 turnovers. They don't ever bring up this stat. But guess what? What do you expect when you play 20 years? How come turnovers is a longevity stat, but rebounding points and assists, that's just greatness? You see what I'm saying? They pick and choose. They pick and choose. That's why I don't like discussing sports with people, because when you give them the facts, they go, oh, no, nigga. We using your logic. He's not a scorer. He's a pass first, but he's number 2 in points. The nigga played 19 years. He better have that many points. Yeah, he top 10 in assists. He played for 19 years. He better have all them assists. He top 10 in rebounds. He better. The nigga's 6'9" and he played 19 years. What is he gonna be doing out here? Getting the most steals? The nigga's 6'9". He should be in the fucking paint. But they don't give you the facts. They don't give you the facts. And we supposed to be talking about winning time Lakers. Well, we know right now the Lakers are not in winning time. Lakers are in desperation mode. They talking about bringing me off the bench. And I'm like, if y'all really want to lose and y'all going to really lose, you bring me off the bench. But we use facts and logic over here. So if we going to argue, I'm going to give you the truth. The hard, honest, you know what I'm saying? The hard, honest truth. Mm. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for winning time. I mean, hopefully next season we see Magic and Larry Bird going at it. Hopefully that's where they pick up at. You know what I'm saying? Next season we shouldn't see next season. They should probably give us a recap on how it ended with the Lakers losing in the first. That's how season 2 should start off. Season 2 should start off with the Lakers losing in the first round. Then they talk about how good Larry Bird did that season, and then the next year bring them to against each other. You know what I'm saying? So show the end of next year's 81 season, and then, you know what I'm saying, bring it in. Kobe or LeBron's. When it comes to shoes, I wear Kobe's before I wear LeBron's. LeBron's shoes are heavy, and I don't like. I'm not a hooper, so I'm not about to wear them big block shoes out anywhere. Kobe's, I could wear some little low tops with some jeans or something. So definitely, I wear Kobe's, and they look better. Like I'm not good with shoe names, but did I have a pair of Kobe's? I had one pair of Kobe's. I had the ones that came up to support the Achilles. I had some blue ones. I don't know what they were called. But that's about. Oh, Nick, yeah, you get schooled. I was just giving a little bit of facts, like you know what I'm saying. People don't ever talk about all. You know what I'm saying. They just give you surface level stuff. They don't deep dive. You know me, I go do my research. So, oh, and if I had to choose a player between Kobe and LeBron, I'm going with Kobe. I'm going with Kobe. Yeah, he did threaten to, saying I want to be traded, but he was just doing that for them to bring in some help. He was just doing that to bring in some help. And they always say KD went and joined the stack team, but if you want the real facts, 2010, 2011, LeBron joined a stacked Miami Heat team. They had Dwayne Wade already. Dwayne won a championship. They signed Chris Bosh before LeBron signed. He made sure that Chris Bosh signed. So Chris Bosh went from 20 and 10 to 11 and like 7. So that team was stacked before he signed. And he made sure that he signed after they got Chris Bosh just to make sure. Because if not, he would have been trying to go elsewhere. And that is a fact. That's not me making it up because there are articles talking about it. It was released that if the Heat could not get Chris Bosh, LeBron would not have went down there. That's why the decision was made after they signed Chris Bosh. So facts are facts. I don't make them up. I didn't give a damn. I didn't give a damn. Who's my favorite player? I mean, that's tough. Um, Well, I started liking the Spurs because of Tim Duncan. So if I had to pick a big, Tim Duncan is probably my favorite big. But I mean, it was always different guards that came in. I always liked T Mac. The reason I liked Steve Francis so much is because me and him, well, he's a little bit taller than me, but he had small hands and he couldn't palm the ball. But the first time I dunked, it was the same with me. I couldn't palm the ball. So I like Steve Francis too. He said, how do I get all this inside information? Hey, I have one connection. I was gonna say I got many connections. I got one connection in the NBA, and it's Google. It is Google. Oh, let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll prove the facts. He did the announcement on the 8th, but he didn't sign to the Heat to the 11th. Chris Bosh signed July 10th. Now he made the announcement, but he never officially signed until a day after Chris Bosh. And if Chris Bosh didn't sign with the Heat, he wouldn't have went to the Heat. He had to make sure that the deck was stacked. Crazy, huh? But I don't just talk. You know what I mean? I don't just talk. But as of right now, oh yeah, we got to do Winning Time, episode 10, True Story. What really happened and what changed? Hey, Steven, I might start me up a sports channel. You know what I'm saying? I might start up a sports channel. I'd be lazy, man. If I'm gonna watch the game, I just want to watch the game. All right, let's see. What happened in the first 4 games of the 1980 finals? Well, I broke it down earlier if you were in here, and Magic put up a quadruple double. 14 points, 13, I think it was 13 rebounds, 11 assists, and 10 turnovers. But history, they never bring up that Magic Johnson, the greatest and most gifted passer the NBA has ever seen, put up 10 turnovers in a playoff game. In a playoff game, Magic Johnson did that and went 4 for 13. 4 for 13, 10 turnovers. Magic Johnson did that in a game. That's crazy to me. I know if anybody else did that shit, they'd be on his head. But since episode 10 drops, viewers in the middle of game 5 of 1980 NBA Finals, the entirety of the first 4 games is skipped over. The Lakers and Sixers were a great matchup on paper that delivered close games on the court. Kareem dominated throughout the series as he was the highest scorer in 3 of the first 4 games. 3 of the first 4 games. There's no way that Magic Johnson should have even been in mention of winning the Finals MVP off of 1 game of having 42 points when Kareem was out here dogging and had, I think it was 2 games of like 40 points. Oh, no, it was game 1. He had 38. They won. Game 2, they was on the verge of blowing out. They had an 18-point lead heading into the 4th. Lakers responded big. So the history don't ever tell you that Magic Johnson and Kareem blew an 18-point lead. They blew an 18-point lead. I mean, you know what I mean? Because all that matters at the end of the day, why does none of this matter what they did? Because it only matters who won. It only matters who won. Because we could go back and, yeah, but I'm going to leave that for another day. If I do a sports channel, me and Steven might link up. If I do a sports page, yeah, I might be uncovering the truth about Magic. Yeah. And I'll be pointing out different things throughout the 80s that allowed them to, you know what I'm saying, win some games. It wasn't until the Pistons came out here and changed the game up and started whooping niggas' asses that other teams were really starting to get their shine. But that's a whole nother topic. Game 3, the final score, 111-101. Sixers came out on top. Back and forth game, winning 105-102 and tying the series after keeping Kareem in check for 23 points on 27 shots. All right. Here we go. Did Kareem actually hurt his ankle in game 5? Yeah, played for keeps. Larry was home salty, but what did Larry do at the end of the episode? After he seen the Lakers won the championship, he went outside and started working on his game. He said, the hell with that. I ain't about to be no Rudy Poo. I'm coming back. I'm going to get me 3. Episode 10 shows winning time true story of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar suffering a gruesome ankle injury in game 5 of the finals. He twisted his ankles when he stepped on Lionel Hollis's foot in real life. Just as the series shows, a true story is accurately represented in the show. Listen to this. Kareem did return to the game and played through the excruciating pain to score 40 points and lead the Lakers to an important victory. Kareem's ankle was severe enough to keep him out of game 6. So Magic got 42 points in 1 game he played the center. 42 points. Healthy. 1 game. Kareem got hurt in the middle of a game, came back, wasn't able to play game 6 and put up 40 points on a bum-ass ankle. There is no way they should have gave the finals MVP to Magic Johnson. But the NBA needed to make money and come up with a BS rivalry of white versus black to keep the league from going under. Facts are facts. Facts are facts. But Kareem played through an injury and put up 40. If a nigga gets hurt right now, they ain't playing. They sitting out. We ain't about to see them till maybe 2 seasons from now. Oh, what happened? They get touched in the nose. They laying on the ground. We seen Cooper get fucking clothesline, got up, shoot 2 free throws, and then won a championship. This nigga was out on the ground. They had to wake him up. He didn't even know where he was. In today's game, that's the concussion. When they asked him where he's at, he said at home. This nigga Magic said, get up and shoot free throws from your couch. Today's game, that's a concussion. Whoever did that, we probably won't see them for another year because they about to be thrown about the game. But Kareem came out here and put up 40 on a bum-ass ankle. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? There is no way that you can convince me that Magic, when Magic went up there to accept that award, if I'm Nixon storming Norman, I'm storming the motherfucking table just like they did the Capitol. And I'm like, no, this is Captain's Finals MVP. You do not deserve this. Yeah, you let us do this one game, but nigga, you had 10 turnovers in the game and you went 4 for 13. We ain't forget that shit, Magic. We were out here with you. Just like Norman told Magic out there on the court, you've been leading us. You carried us for this game. Kareem carried us for 5 games. Kareem averaged 33 points a game. 33 points a game. LeBron was on the losing team, and they said he had the top stats in every single category. They were trying to give him Finals MVP. No, nigga. No, you lost. Get out of here. Kareem had 33 points, and they won 5 games. I mean, they won 4 games, and he won 3 of them. There's no way he shouldn't have won that. I'm telling you, they would have been calling me Storm and Norman for real. Because I would have went up there like, oh, no, that's Cap's trophy. Kareem was the MVP of the regular season and the finals. Come on now. Was Paul Westhead going to leave the Lakers? Was he going to leave the Lakers? One Unexpected Moments in Wintertime, episode 10, comes when Jack McKinney visits Paul Westhead at his house. Now, you remember Jack was in the hospital. Paul had stepped up, him and Pat Reilly. So he came over there and he actually handed him a folder of what he would do if Kareem was out. And of course, it was putting Magic at the center. While it's not known if this interaction took place or not, McKinney shared what he would do with Kareem. The conversation that happened does tease some true story events. Westhead tells McKinney that he'll quit coaching the Lakers after this season is over because he hates how it all played out. This didn't happen as Paul Westhead returned to coach of the Lakers in the 80-81 season. However, the San Diego Clippers, Donald Sterling's team, were interested in making Westhead their next head coach if things didn't work out for the Lakers in real life. So this right here shows you how the Clippers started off as trash with Donald Sterling, and then he didn't know anything about basketball. He trying to get damn Westhead to come coach them when Westhead, he had great talent. He had great talent because what happened to Westhead the next season? Them niggas got bounced about the first round. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to look at the coach and be like, man, he's just a coach of his environment. You know what I'm saying? Magic went out there and put up 42. Kareem was putting up big numbers before you even became the coach. So that's why when I say Phil Jackson, I call him a bum-ass coach, because if you didn't have that great talent, then what would you be doing? What would you be doing? Of course, everyone needs talent so you can kind of win or have a chance to do something. But also, if you're a good coach, you can make things happen. For instance, Eric Spoelstra, when he first started off, everybody like, he a bum-ass coach, me included. I'm like, man, this nigga got LeBron, D-Wade, Bosh. But look, he made it to the finals. What is he doing now? What is he, the 1 seed? He the 1 seed down there. He made it to a finals without LeBron. He didn't got his team to the 1 seed. What happened with Ty Lue? Ty Lue went up there to Cleveland. They couldn't get it done. He got him a championship. What happened with him? He took over the head coaching spot with the Clippers. Them niggas is blowing 3-1 leads. Now they don't have their best 2 players. They could have went to the Western Conference Finals last year. I mean, they did go to it. They could have potentially beat the Suns, but their best player got hurt. But he did a hell of a job of turning that whole team around. Look at Boston's coach. He stepped in where what was the coach that they got rid of and they put him up in the GM? Now look at Boston. They got a top defense. Coaches come in and they change stuff. But when you already got great talent, all you got to do is just coach. All you got to do is sit on the sideline. Hopefully these niggas score. Hopefully they score. Yeah. Come on now. Come on now. You look at Giannis's coach. Yeah, he got them rotations going. He definitely got. Let's be honest. Giannis is carrying that team, but he got them rotations going. What did he do with Middleton? He turned to nobody Middleton, and he done made him an elite player. He didn't put. They didn't win and got Drew Holiday, and what did he do? Everybody like Drew can hoop, but he ain't really like that. Now he didn't put Drew in the starting lineup. They out there running and gunning. You see, there's a difference between a good coach and just a coach that's on a team with great players. Mark Jackson, yeah, he had great players, but didn't no one expect anything from Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, or Draymond Green. None of them niggas was a top 5 pick. No one expected anything from him. What did he do? He coached them young boys up, and they became men in front of our eyes, and they were dominating the NBA so much that LeBron and them were crying, talking about, man, they messing up the league. They changed the game to 3-point shots. No, they playing the game that they supposed to because they coach knew that these niggas could shoot, and he said, I'm gonna run this kind of offense. And then they put Steve Kerr as, and he just took over the team. Now, there's a difference between a great coach and great players. Why? Because Steve Kerr, he's a cool coach, but he didn't even come up with the small ball. Luke Walton did that. So that's why I tell you there's a difference between being a good coach and having great players, because them niggas was out there losing, and Luke Walton said, let's go small ball. They went small ball, and they changed it all the way up. And ever since then, Steve Kerr has been looked at, oh, man, he's a great coach. No, the nigga got 2-3 great players, and they already knew how to win because, hey, we've seen what works for us. Now all he has to do is just maintain and coach up the young players. So this is why Steve Kerr is becoming a better coach, because he's taking all these young players, Kuminga, Poole. He put Poole in the starting lineup, had Curry coming off the bench, and guess what? That worked because they've been training up Poole. They've been training up Kuminga. Now if they can get what's the name? Nigga that's always hurt. They ain't been in the league but 2 years. They can get the center. They get him right. Then boom, they good. But that's coaching. That's coaching, putting them in the system that they have. That's not one person just come down, bring the ball, and don't run no plays. And then you look at Brooklyn. Brooklyn has 2 great players, 2 all-time greats, but they got fucking Steve Nash. He can't coach. You see? You got 2 great players like this, but you ain't got no plays. Steve Kerr, he got put in a situation. He had help from his assistant coach, and that's what they assistant for, and that's what Mike Brown was there for. But you look at Steve Nash, he brought in Mari Stoudemire. Nigga ain't no coach. Nigga don't know nothing about no sports. All this nigga can do is set a pick and dunk. What is he gonna help us out on? There's a difference between great coaches and just coaches that got good players. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So you look at everybody. Yeah, you bring up Arizona, the Suns, a great coach. A great coach. He got down there, he turned them around. He done turned them around. Then you add in Chris Paul. Now, I don't like Chris Paul. Chris Paul is going to let you down. Regardless of what you guys think, he had one perfect game. Chris Paul's about to let y'all down. Chris Paul going to have one more good game, and the rest of that, we're going to be like, Chris Paul is the same Chris Paul we always know. Chris the Bum Paul 3. Now he out here getting into it with damn fans. Why you ain't had that energy amongst your peers? When Rondo pieced your ass up, you wasn't tough then. You didn't say I'm gonna see you later. But it was this little white boy, yeah, he disrespected your family. We don't know the true story, and I don't want to say nothing about it, because if he disrespected your family and touched them, then okay, cool. Do what you gotta do. But where was that energy when Rondo pieced your ass up? Where was that energy when Brandon Ingram pieced your ass up? Amongst your peers, don't nobody fear you, nigga. They talking about point guard, nigga. You a joke. Come on now, let's go. Now you out here robbing Arizona. All that money you got. They could get any competent point guard to go in there, and they would have been good, because we seen what they did in the bubble. They went 8-0 without your ass. All you doing is basically riding these young players. If I can get them one good game every now and then. Nah, Chris Paul, you done robbed us. Now you got these niggas putting your ass up on a contract till you 40 years old or 39 years old. A waste of money. Yeah, to sell tickets, but it ain't gonna win you shit. Now you got this coach. He talking about when they go back and look at the Suns, they made it to the finals one time. They about to get beat by the damn Mavs. Oh man, what they could have done. No, it's not what they could have done. Y'all got Chris Paul in here. That's what y'all done wrong. Let's keep going. Now I can go. You give me a team, I give you their coach and tell you what their problem is. But hey, people don't want to hear the truth because you didn't play ball. All right, cool. I didn't, nigga, but I'm watching it. I ain't never produced a movie, but I watch it and I have an opinion. I've never been the president of the United States, but I got an opinion on them. I've never ran an oil company, but I can tell you that their gas prices is high because we have the right to have an opinion. Just because you ain't did it don't mean you can't talk about it. Yeah. Did Jack McKinney ever coach again? Chris Paul had 5 points and 6 turnovers. How are you a star and you got more fouls than you do points? Come on, Chris Paul. He ain't gonna do nothing but let you down. I got people on Facebook mad at me, niggas I grew up with. Oh man, you always down on Chris Paul. When Chris Paul had one good game, everybody want to tag me on Facebook. Why you ain't make a post? The very next game, this nigga fouling out with 5 points. This nigga had 12 points on 9 shots, or 9 points on 12 shots, or some shit like that. Yeah, 12 points on like 9 shots, or some shit like that. I'm like, what? This is y'all CP guy, whatever y'all want to call this nigga? No, man, this nigga a joke. Oh man, he might be one of the best point guard. Man, nigga ain't even catch Steph Curry yet. Jack McKinney doesn't regain his job as the Lakers head coach during winning time episode, but the episode does include him mentioning that he's looking for another gig. It didn't take long for McKinney to get a new job. He was hired as a head coach of the Pacers in 80-81, with a bit more time passing after his bicycle accident. From episode 5, he won Coach of the Year in the first year as the Patriots and made the playoffs. See, that's a good coach right there. Jack McKinney went out there. They made the playoffs. He got Coach of the Year. So shit, he was out there doing his thing. See the difference between the coach. McKinney remained with the team for 3 more years, but was fired after the Pacers' worst record in 83-84. At that time, he probably lost everything he had. All his mental was gone. How much of Game 6 in the winning finals did they get right? Game 6 of the finals was a big spotlight on Winning Time episode 10, but the accuracy of the game events are all over the place. The series makes sure to give accurate scores at the end of quarters and the game. The Lakers did win 123-107. Also, Magic gets Magic's Game 6 stat line correct. 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists in real life. Magic also did the jump tip-off in the start of the game. However, some of the other details in the game are inaccurate, primarily down the stretch. The show changes the game to make it a bit closer. Instead of the Lakers only leading 104-103 with 2:45 left, as is shown in the series, they were really up 108-103. Magic did not call a timeout on the court due to exhaustion. At this point, Michael Cooper wasn't the recipient of a hard foul at 2:26. So Cooper didn't go out like that. There was a hard foul, but it wasn't on Cooper. It's just, hey, we had Cooper in here. Hey, you want to roll? All right, we're gonna knock your ass out. Get up under the rim real quick. Like, damn, all right, cool. Steven said his wife cheated for sure. I mean, is it really cheating if he didn't know? I mean, it ain't like he was gonna remember. Hell, he forgot who Dr. Buzz was. Yes, Bird won Rookie of the Year in the landslide. Well, we broke down the stats, and yeah, Larry Bird's rookie stats compared to Magic's, it was a no-brainer to give it to Larry Bird. But of course, Magic, we got to give him props too, though. He balled out. It's just his growth was stunted a little bit because Kareem, you know what I'm saying, he was an MVP. So when you got an MVP on your team, it's going to be hard to win Rookie of the Year. Typically, Rookie of the Year goes to a team that like ain't made the playoffs, and then the player leads them in. But we already know Larry had the stats, but they also wanted to build around Larry because they thought that this would be the second coming of the NBA. Is Magic still the youngest NBA champion? Once the Lakers win in 1980, episode 10 mentions Magic is the youngest player in NBA history to win a championship. This was true at the time. Magic was only 276 days old. He beat former Lakers player Vern Miskelin, 21 years old, to set the record. However, Magic Johnson is no longer the youngest NBA champion. his record was shattered in 2004 to Darko Milicic. Darko Milicic is the guy that got drafted before Carmelo Anthony. Winning the championship with the Pistons, he was only 18 years old. As of right now, Magic is the third youngest champion in history. Lakers guard THT, Talen Horton Tucker, 19 years old, 321 days. This is the guy that the Lakers were sold on because of LeBron in clutch agency representing them. And we see THT washed. They got him so hyped up because Clutch. Now, hear me out. I respect everything that Clutch is doing over there. They getting money. You know what I'm saying? Clutch, if y'all want me to give honest opinions on everything, then come hire me. You know what I'm saying? I could be a sports analyst for a TV show. But y'all can't be, y'all snatching up all the players and y'all trying to bring them on one team and y'all robbing these teams. Like, y'all not going to have any money because y'all done put so much money on THT and he ain't it. He ain't it. But hey, that comes with the territory. You got LeBron, you can sell tickets. Y'all might not make the playoffs. Y'all can get some tweets from him in the off season. Y'all can get him working out. Y'all can get him talking about how you about to turn things around. Because guess what, LeBron? I'm doing exactly what you told me to do last off season. I'm keeping that same fucking energy. Y'all old. Y'all washed. Y'all can't stay healthy. Y'all play style ain't gonna work because we do exactly what the king, which he's no king, wants us to do. Because if he's a king being dethroned 6 times, you need to be thrown in the trash. We'll just get that out the way. Kareem or Magic, NBA Finals MVP, controversy explained. Here we go. This is what we really want to know about. The final controversy in Winning Time episode 10 delivers another rather surprising true story. After winning the NBA Finals, it said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is going to be MVP. But Stern tells Magic that he could take the award instead since Kareem isn't there. This is most a mostly accurate account of what happened in real life, although it was CBS who orchestrated the NBA Finals MVP switching Winning Time true story. Now, what have I been telling you all? In the show, they try to say that it was CBS that said, let's give it to Magic. But I told you the rivalry. David Stern was putting this together so we could have a storyline, so we can have a narrative, because a story sells more than the truth. If you can bend the story a little bit, if you can orchestrate things, then it works. David Stern, which they said is a accurate account of what actually happened, knew that bringing the young gun in who just beat Dr. J, who was one of the faces of the NBA, Kareem isn't there, we can start generating more money. Business first, entertainment second, competition third. Just remember that. So on here, what they wanted you to do is, CBS is doing it for the ratings. No. We know what it was for. To make money. That's all it is. It's a business. That's why it's called professional sports, not competitive sports. Competitive sports don't get paid anything. Whenever you hear, oh, this is a competitive sport, MMA, UFC, boxing, well, they call them professional boxing. Them niggas are getting paid. But UFC, what it is, they don't call UFC professional sports. No. They don't. Because there's no storyline in MMA. You get in there, you get your ass whooped. It is what it is, unless someone takes a fall. All right. Former sports columnist and author Bill Livingston admitted in Kareem's 1990 autobiography that CBS pressured voters to change their votes because they didn't want to present a trophy to an empty seat due to Kareem not being at the game. Livingston confirmed that enough people changed their votes, so Magic won the Finals MVP. You had to go in the back after you weren't prepared for the finals to be over with. Then you had to go in the back and tell people to change their vote so Magic could win it. That shows you. Now, we just seen Jokic won the MVP of the regular season today. when it should have been Embiid. They control everything. What happened in 85 when they came up with the lottery? They bent the folder so the Knicks, the team that was supposed to be the mecca of basketball, could get the first pick, in which they got Patrick Ewing. It's business, people. It's business. That's all it is. Why do you think they still have the lottery? It's to prevent, listen to me, prevent teams from tanking. But also, what does it do? It lets them decide who's going to get what percentage on potentially getting that first vote. There's no reason the fourth worst team should have the same percentage that the first team has to get the best player in the draft when they were obviously the worst team. All of this shit is staged. You got to understand. The Lakers in Boston, they winning it all. New York, what is the second biggest the second biggest city that generates revenue? Is it goes up and it changes every year between LA and New York. Now what do? We let New York potentially get in on this damn money war over here. We let them get the first pick because this is the mid 80s. Who's been winning? Boston. Who's been winning? LA. Who got snuck in there? The Sixers. But if we can get the Knicks to be relevant, we can start generating more money there. We'll have bigger playoff games between Boston and New York. We'll have bigger playoff games and championships between New York and LA. You see what I'm saying? There's more money with the bigger market teams. And that's where you hear small market and big market. Where that came from is because of the teams, they weren't doing anything. Technically, New York is supposed to be a big market, but it's really a small market. No one wants to play there. You can turn a small market team into a big market team. You just have to get the players there. You have to get them to want to be there to want to win. You see what I'm saying? Like Miami, small market team. It turned into a big market team because they were winning. And now they're continuing to win and starting to pick up. So you got to start looking at it that way. When they say small market, they'll try to convince you. They'll try to convince you that, oh man, Houston, Dallas, they're small market teams. No, they're not. When they're winning, they're big market teams. It's just they're having a down season, and it's just timing. It's just timing. You look at football, it's the same thing. No one wants to play in Cleveland. No one wants to play in Minnesota. Well, you know, Pittsburgh is a small market team, but they're winning, so people want to go play there. So technically, they're a big market team. New England was a small market team, but they started winning, and people wanted to go play there. So the narrative of small market teams and big market teams, no. It just depends on the storyline that they can create for it. Tom Brady in New England, we winning up here. Tom Brady is the people's champ. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on what they want to do with the narrative and where they can swing some money. And also, when you look at football, what happened when the Patriots won? We even see Tom Brady just got on TikTok this week. You seen Sandon and Skip talking about it, where he was saying maybe that was a fumble. Well, guess what? The Patriots won their first championship after 9/11. What are they? The Patriots. What is America? Patriotic. Let them win. It's going to bring in, because what's the majority of watchers of football? White men. Patriotic men. Yeah. Look at everything. It all lines up. Come on, people. It's right here in our eyes. But when you talk about it, people say, oh, that's conspiracy. When it's really fucking facts. When it's really facts. Oh, and they think I'm just talking on the NBA rigging shit. Well, how come an NBA player, Ray Allen himself said it after he lost to Allen Iverson, and Iverson went to the finals. And this is on ESPN. This is an actual article from Ray Allen's mouth himself. Bucks think Sixers are getting all the calls. Milwaukee, stopping just short of a legend and outright anti-Bucks conspiracy. Ray Allen said Thursday that the NBA would prefer to see the Philadelphia 76ers face the Los Angeles Lakers in the finals. I think there's no question about that. The league as a marketing machine. I think there's no question about that. The league, as a marketing machine, the bottom line is about money, Allen said. It behooves everybody for the league to make more money. And the league knows that Philly is going to make more money with LA than we would with LA. I don't make this stuff up. I give you guys the facts. What did they do that for? They allowed Philly to go play against the Lakers because we just seen in winning time they played against each other almost 20 years to be exact in the finals. Magic won in 80. They played in 2001, so it was almost 20 years. Also, we just seen the Bucks. It's been 30 years since the Bucks won the last. You see what I'm saying? We seen in the bubble. The Lakers, the last time they won a championship was 09 and 10, or what was it, 10 and 11, and it lined up with the 20. I mean, yeah, it was 2019, 2020. It was 2009, 2010. It lined up exactly 20 years later. The last time Kobe had won or whatever it was. You see what I'm saying? It's marketing. It's narrative. It's what you can put together to make more money. If the storyline sounds good, it's going to sell itself. The Bucks have complained about the officiating since Game 4 when they felt Glenn Robinson was fouled on a crucial possession late in the fourth quarter. In Game 5, Sam Cassell's technical foul and flagrant fouls on Robinson, Tim Thomas resulted in a 5-point possession and 2 4-point possessions for Philadelphia, and the Bucks admitted that those 3 mistakes cost them in the game. So why would Ray Allen, who played for the Bucks, openly come out and go against the NBA? Because he knew that they were setting the shit up for Philly to go play because it makes more money for the Sixers, which was a small market team until, well, it was even a small market team even when Dr. J and them was there. Wasn't nobody really there because Boston was running away with everything, and then LA had started to emerge. But Philly became a big market team because of Iverson. So don't let them fool you into believing that it's a small market team. It's a big. No, it's not. It's whatever storyline you can make out of it. Because now, fucking Milwaukee is running through shit, and they went from a small market team to now we seeing all of the Bucks games on TV. Why? Because it's that narrative, and it's going to draw that money. But what did they do to shut Ray Allen up, to expose the NBA? They let him go to Boston. And when he went to Boston, what did they do? He finally won him a championship. And then at that point, they could not control Ray Allen. He went down to Miami and he won another one. But you see how it all works? And it's not conspiracy. It's all facts. It's all facts. And it's all here. All you got to do is dig. All you got to do is dig, and it's going to give you exactly what you're looking for. Nine times out of 10, when you have a referee, you know there's no biases. But in the back of everyone's mind is like Philly and the MVP needs to be in the finals. Oh, Iverson did win the MVP that year. Oh my God. Who was the biggest stars then? Iverson, Kobe, and Shaq. Yeah. 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 Hold on, because it gets deeper than that. I can't see on the side of my screen. I used to always think the series were fixed when I was in high school. Then when I got to the NBA, I said there's no way they could be fixed. But even last year against Indiana in Game 5 of Milwaukee's first round series, it seemed like everything went against us. But guess what? It's not just the players talking about it. There's actual referees coming out. What did they say? I'm gonna find the little thing, the little clip. What did they do? They called Iverson for carrying every single game. They made a pact before the game. We also got referees betting on games. So it's not like it's fictional. All of this shit really happens because greed always comes out. There's not one thing that there isn't someone that's greedy in. But hey, who am I? I'm just a guy that talks about TV shows. I know a little bit about a little bit. I watch TV shows and I like history, so I like to deep dive and actually see what players got to say about stuff. My favorite 2K is probably 2K11. No lie, no lie. 2K11 is probably the hardest 2K ever made. Like I got 22, but I don't play it. I didn't play 21 really. 2K16 was straight too though. 2K11 is probably my best, my favorite. Oh man, y'all got me drained. Pause. Let me see. What else do we have? Oh yeah, winning time. The true winning time was Kobe Bryant at the Lakers 79 opening game. Let's see. Oh, you mean since Dreamcast? I never had a Dreamcast. I was a PS2. Um, but I did used to go play 2K4. I played 2K3 and 4 for sure, but I didn't really like 2K back then. I was an NBA Live player back then though. 2K was just like too blocky for me. I didn't really like it. Winning Time episode 5 features a surprise cameo from baby Kobe Bryant, but did he really attend the Lakers 79 opening game? Now I didn't see episode 5. I was overseas, but Kobe Bryant appears in When the Time to Rise of the Lakers episode 5 as a baby, raising questions about whether or not he was really in attendance in the 79 opening game. HBO 2022 TV chronicles a franchise-changing era of the California-based NBA team. Blah, 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 blah. We don't care. We know the actors. While Winning Time features two of the greatest Lakers player ever in Magic and Kareem, there are plenty of other legendary players. They're very purple and gold. We don't care because they didn't play it in. Based on the 80s setting, it was expected that Kobe Bryant would be among those not featured. However, the show delivers a surprise in that regard. Kobe is not only mentioned as part of Spencer's Haywood storyline, but a baby Kobe is also present in Winning Time episode 5. This comes during the Lakers' opening game against the Clippers, but was Kobe at Magic Johnson's first game? I doubt it. There is no direct confirmation that Kobe Bryant was in the Lakers 79 opening game in real life. However, there is a strong case to be made that he would have been at the game. Kobe Bryant's father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, played for the Clippers that season. Maybe. Now we must figure out what Kobe's pops did in that series. Da 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 da. All right. Oh, was it 80, 81? Or was it the year before? Let's see what Kobe's pops did. 25 years old. Okay. Game 1 against Los Angeles. He didn't start, but he played 32 minutes, 5 for 9. Okay. 10 points. 10 points, 5 rebounds. All right. Kobe Pops out there hooping. 32 minutes. He had a lot of play time though, didn't he? Come off the bench 32 minutes. Oh, damn, they lost by 1. Okay, Magic first game 26, 4 and 8. Kareem 29. World B free. 46 points. Who the hell is World B free? Excuse me. Oh, Lloyd free. Oh, and Bernard. Man, he put a 46 on their head. 19 for 29, 46. If he had any kind of help, they would have beat the Lakers. If he didn't have a player, Sidney Wicks go fucking. Sidney Wicks went 2 for 8. Nick Witherspoon went 1 for 8. Brian Taylor 4 for 11. Freeman Williams 7 for 17. Nigga, why are you shooting 17 shots and you a reserve player? If World B Free had one player on his team just do what they supposed to do, they would have beat the Lakers in their home opener. But no, man, he had niggas combined for 3, 16, 7, 27, 7, 13, no, 12, 27 plus 9 is 36. He had his other starters went 12 for 36. If this nigga had one person on his team do what they were supposed to do, they would have beat the Lakers. And then they wonder why the Clippers are so trash. Because look what the fuck they got, man. The fuck they got on this team? This nigga went 19 for 29. He had a bench player put up 17 shots when your starters was over here fucking 12 for 36. Ain't that a bitch? You trying your best. He had 8 turnovers. He's doing all he can. This man had 46 points, 7 steals, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He did everything he could out there, made all his free throws. He's like, come on, y'all, get on my back, man. I'm trying to win this shit for y'all. But no, Nick Witherspoon said, fuck that. I ain't scoring shit. 2 points in 31 minutes. He out here, he playing, 5? He plays 6 times the minutes of Spencer Haywood's whole finals appearance and scored what he scored 2 more points than him. He scored the same amount of points in 31 minutes that Spencer Haywood scored in 5 minutes. And you talking about this is a starter. 2 points. And Norm Nixon, we ain't skipping over your ass. You played 39 minutes and you went 1 for 5 with 3 points. Nah, Norm, we ain't skipping over that. Your ass was hooping at that party. You had that. Now we know who the other player on the team was. Spencer Haywood was talking about. It was Norm Nixon. He was on that cocaine. He put up 3 points, 39 minutes. And you thought that you was about to be running the point guard over Magic. Oh, we starting to expose everything now. Spencer Haywood, what you put up? You put up 12. Okay, you did your part. As a starter, you know what I'm saying? You almost went 50%. You made all your free throws. 12 points. How many rebounds you get? 5 rebounds. All right, you did your thing. All right, you earned your spot. Michael Cooper down here with 1 minute with no stats. Yeah, now we starting to look at all these greats and we like, wait a minute. What did you do in the game? Norm Nixon, you played 39 minutes and gave us 3? In the opener? In the home opener, you gave us 3. That's what you did. Nick Witherspoon, let's see what your accolades are. Okay, 73 all rookie. You ain't really have much going on. How old was you? Oh, you was 29 that year? See, 29 years old back in the 80s was like fucking 35, 36 now. It was, when you hit that age, man, it's rough. But hell, the year before that, he averaged 13. And that's crazy. That is crazy. Let me see something. All right, the Bulls, they did their thing. They ain't getting no help from the bench. But let's see what they did. Kareem efficient as ever. 7-9. That shit crazy, man. Now y'all want me. I'm about to. It's unfortunate that the winning time season is over with because I was about to go through these games and I was about to start. Here we go. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, I'm waiting to see one of them big games from Kareem. Oh man, we don't want to see the damn Clippers next game. We want to see the Lakers next game. This is Basketball Reference, Neek. Basketball Reference, they give you everything, and they usually, to me, I use them more than I do the NBA.com just because you can get all the old players and stuff, and it's gonna break down everything for you. So when I talk facts and everything, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving it to you real and raw. All right, they first loss. Let's see who calls this first L. Kareem, 23, 7-4. All right, you did your thing. Norm stepped it up, 21. Norm and Magic, 10 turnovers between the two of you. That's what we gotta be able to handle that rock, gentlemen. We got Storm and Norman, and we got Magic, the damn Johnson. We need to handle that rock. I can't get 10 turnovers from y'all. Can't get 10 from y'all now. Spencer Haywood, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 26 minutes, 50%. He did his job. Now, the reason they lost this game by 2 points, we gotta take in consideration these 10 turnovers between two. Because they only had 20 turnovers, so they had over half the turnovers. Come on now. Come on, Magic. You gotta pick it up out here. Okay, we got back-to-back losses. Back-to-back losses, Magic. No, let's go dig deep into it. Ain't no one put up big points over here. They got a lot of contribution from the bench. 16, 11, and 10. Now, you also got to remember the game was slower back there. It wasn't no run and gun and shoot no threes. You look at these teams, 0 3-pointers. Lakers, 1 for 5. Now, teams with no-name niggas, I'm talking about Mo coming off the bench. I'm putting up at least 7 to 13 threes each game. Even if I hit 2 of them, they could say, damn, that Mo was magnificent tonight. Everybody's shooting threes tonight. Like, no one cares in this game. It don't matter if you're a center. You could be the sorriest nigga on the bench. When you get in the NBA right now, you better be able to chuck up a 3 and prepare to miss. Well, back then, they wasn't shooting threes. That's why you see the games were typically up under 100. If it was in the hundreds, more than likely it was an overtime game. Now, we got back-to-back losses. Ooh, Kareem, I was going to try to cut you some slack, my brother, but you had 9 turnovers. 5 for 16. Magic didn't even play. 5 for 16. Jamal Wilkes, 6 for 17. Spencer, 4 for 13. Spencer, what were you doing out there? Why, first of all, why is Spencer Haywood putting up 13 shots in any game? Spencer, no. All right, Magic ain't play. So we said they ain't had they starting guard. All right. Now we got 106 to 97. Let's see. Who put up big points? All right, all they starters did what they were supposed to do. Where Magic at? So you mean to tell me Magic already taking off games early in the season? His rookie year? We ain't seen Magic in 3 games. Kareem, 23. Damn, 23 and 20. But him and Norm Nix and Jim, damn. Was it 13, 18 turnovers between 3 starters? They still won, though. They pulled it out, though. You should go back to 90s games. What you mean, like break down 90s games? Or because right now I'm just looking at what the beginning of the season looked like for the Lakers. Because, you know, we seen. Oh, Steven said I was born in 95. I'm just now seeing this stuff. I was going back, you know, me. When I get to rumbling and rambling, it's hard to stop me. 95, shit. When you was born, man, I was like in 5th grade or something. Shit, I was thugging on the block of my Reeboks. That's what's up, though, man. Hey, Magic been out for a while. Was Magic? Let me see something. Oh, that was in the second season. He missed 45 games. Hey, Magic, when you gonna come back, bro? Let's just see something real quick. Magic Johnson, 77 games out of 82. Oh, he wasn't even starting back then. The next year, they didn't win nothing because he tore the cartilage in his knee. I mean, overall, Magic hoop. But I definitely hope that I hope that the next season, if they come out with a season 2, let me see. I'm thinking so 1980. 1980, they won against the 76ers. What is these things? Points, rebounds, win shares, finals, MVP champion. So next season they should start off with 1980. Of course, they're not going to do 81 because he got hurt. But Boston won. They won again. They should start us off in 84. 84 should be the first season. 84 should be, yeah, that'll be perfect. If they come back with the Showtime Lakers, they could basically do a recap of all the seasons. They could do 80, they won. 81, they get knocked out in the first round. They just say like 81, first round loss to Houston, show them like on the bench or something. Then 82, had them come back and play the Sixers. We see the Lakers winning their second championship. Then we see them losing in 83. Back to Philly again and have Dr. J say something to him. And because you remember he told Dr. J, Dr. J was like, yeah, we'll get it back. You know what I'm saying? So they beat him again. They beat him in 82, and then it was a rematch in 83. 83 should be showing the end of the game. Dr. J and them winning, Moses Malone winning, you know what I'm saying, winning the finals MVP, and then having Dr. J give him that encouragement. And then 84, we start that rivalry up between him and Larry Bird because they play for the first time competing against each other in 84. Boston wins. And then the next year, 85, LA wins. Then Boston wins against the Rockets. Then LA. And that's pretty much the end of it in 88. So they can give us at least, I say, 2 more seasons. I don't want to go over 3 seasons with this show. Because what they can do is, because all we need to see is next season, the first rivalry between the two. 80, yeah, we need to see the 84 championship. 85, we can see the rematch. And then it could just be the last couple of seasons of season 2 would be 84 and 85, the rematches. Season 3 could be basically the end of the Lakers. And then also, I mean, they could do a season 4 out of it, do season 3 the end of the Lakers, and then have like season 4 they can take us back to where we started with Magic, because that was in the 90s, and then he came back, he did all, you know what I'm saying? That's how they could do it with that, and that'd basically be the end of the Lakers. And then at the end, they could just have the Showtime Lakers won this many games, they won this many championships, and then they went on to win the next championship, a three-peat, when they got Kobe and Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Show like little clips of that, and that'd be the end of the series. Yeah, exactly, Neat. Exactly how this season ended. Bring that back. Where Jerry Buss, we do the little time lapse. The first episode is like a time lapse of everything that happened up until 84, where you remember the paddling of the swans up under the water. Bring it back. He talks about all of it, how they went through it. Boom. Now, the end of episode 1, we got the rivalry between Bird and Magic starting off. Go through like season 4, I mean, like to episode 5 or 6, had that championship play out, and then start the next one because it was back to back. And what they could do is end it on a cliffhanger in the middle of the series or right before the series start, and pick up the repeat at the beginning of season 3. And then that's where they give us another time loop where the Lakers went back to back. And then we find out about Magic having what he got at the end of season 3, beginning of season 4. They talk us through that. And then that shows like the end of the Lakers in season 4. And then they, you know what I'm saying, give us a little time warp, and we actually see Dr. Buss passing, Jeanie Buss taking over the team. So there's a lot of stuff. And then they can also throw in Jeanie Buss doing Playboy. You see what I'm saying? They got a lot of things that they could branch off and do. But are they going to do it, though? Because like I said, in a couple years, you're about to see all this defamation stuff. Now, if they just stick to the facts, Jeanie Buss did do Playboy. So they could definitely do that. But they have to do it in a tasteful manner, because you also have, you see, they barely show Hugh Hefner in this. Now, they did show Dr. Buss at the Playboy Mansion, which is kind of weird to me. Your daddy hangs out with Hugh Hefner. He got a key to the Playboy Mansion. And then you just heard all of this about what your dad does with these younger women of age. I don't know if they were under. We're not going to go into that. But You go pose for the same place that your daddy was hanging out in and the grotto and all that. You see what I'm saying? But they got a lot of things they can go off of this. Then they could bring in Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? They could do, it's a whole bunch of stuff that they can do. Now, I don't know what HBO's budget is, but it's HBO. It's HBO, people. They can do this. They could definitely pull this off. And Winning Time could be a Winning Time series. Now, I'm sure the ratings are doing pretty good because I heard that it was taken off. But if you want to expand on it and go to the next level, you got to give us at least 3 seasons. You can squeeze 4 out of it. You just don't want it to be long-winded, but you don't want it to be short, like how we seen the finals play out. We skipped the first 4 games of the finals. You see what I'm saying? We just seen Haywood getting kicked from the team. When we came back, it was 2-2. Kareem got hurt. So it's like they rushed this last episode, but it gave us all the information we needed. But that's the thing. This is only season 1. So season 2, you can expand on and go a little more in detail. Mo, they need you in the screenwriter's room. I mean, I do it. I do it. If they give me like being honest right now, you know, I'm not gonna ask for $1 million because I ain't got that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got that kind of pull yet. Shit. If they gave me on some real stuff, knowing what they bring in, if they give me 75,000 episode, I can get in there and pitch some ideas. You know, so that's just being modest. 75, 10 episodes, 750. Nah, bump it up to an even 90. Because after taxes, I'll be bringing around 750,000 a year. Yeah. I'll do that. 10 episodes, 90 a piece, so 900,000 up. I'm keeping it up under $1 million, y'all. Keeping it up under $1 million. Because I'm sure the art. I mean, I think Magic. They said I think he was getting paid like 125 or something like that. You know, but I can write some shit for y'all. Can write something for y'all. Thursday, 1 o'clock. But I'm gonna go ahead and because this is 3 hours here, and that's pretty much it. Because like I said, this is true, so we know the outcome of it. I gotta watch We Own This City tonight. Matter of fact, let me see if that's even up yet. Probably is. What time is it? It's 8, 9 almost. I did not think we was gonna get a 3-hour off of here. Especially not off of this shit. All right, episode 3 is up. But listen, thank y'all for rocking with me. That's just a little bit of facts about the NBA. No, I really didn't. You remember we were supposed to, what did I say? We was at the 2-hour mark and I was like, we're gonna hop over this and talk about Young Thug and them, but we started going into breaking down who was doing what. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta watch We Own This City. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Also, if you haven't checked it out, We Own This City, Wayne Jenkins' video is up. I got Daniel Herschel coming up, Mamadou Gondo, Jamel, and Herschel. Oh no, Sellers, Ellers, or whatever the other cop's name is. So I have their little breakdown of their crimes and how long they were charged with. They're only gonna be like 4 or 5 minute videos because it's really not much. We'll see the rest in the show, but you'll have those coming up. I'm starting to get more information about Power. A couple of the actors have reached out to me on Instagram. They're basically talking about when the new season start up, they want to work. So we should have interviews from them. See if I can get some backstories or anything. Of course, they're not going to give me any information that I can reveal to y'all about the up and coming seasons. But if I can, I will. We're about to get back on this live schedule. Tomorrow night, We Own This City, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, it'll probably be... Do I got a show? Thursday and Fridays are basically free lives until we come up with another show. And if there's any information, I might break down the Young Thug and Gunna thing, even though it doesn't pertain to movies or anything. I still like nigga shit, so I like Young Thug's music. And if my boy Thug is going down, that means I got to step back up. You heard Steven say rap, so shit. If Young Thug and Gunna go down, Y'all got an album from me on the way. Y'all got an album from me on the way. I'm dropping it the same day. The same day Kendrick Lamar drops his album, and we gonna compete. And if he outsells me, he outstreams me, I'm quitting rap. Check that out. But yeah, Nick, you're right. You're right about it. It is new. So I do want to expand my channel because this is what I like. This is what I like to do. So I don't like doing reports and stuff at school, but if y'all seen like the work I'm putting in right now for We Own This City, let me see if I got it for y'all. She said grand opening, grand closing. So like, I know y'all don't know like the work I do behind the scenes, but like for these little, I gotta go get clips and stuff. So this is what I got right now. So this is a 5-page report of what I've taken from articles and what I've been reading about all of the officers. So I got to record all this, read all this, put it in there. You know what I'm saying? So each one of the officers, we got Mamadou Gandu. We got his coming up. We got Jamel's coming up. Sergeant Ellers and Detective Herschel. So I got all those coming. You're gonna get what they said in trial. You're gonna get some audio footage. I mean, some audio from the court case, what their lawyers said, how many years they got, them cooperating. So it's a lot of stuff. Kindle movie night. I'm gonna get to that. You gotta understand. Like last night, I had to watch Winning Time. That's what my Sundays consist of. So this week, I'm gonna try something. I told you House Party wants to be my first one, but like once my head gets rolling on something, it's like, all right, that's what I got to do. And once I started typing this stuff up, I've been downloading all kinds of news clips from the lawyers, from officers. Yeah, man, I got a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna get we gonna get a movie night. We're gonna get a movie night. How do I feel about Jack Harlow? I won't play his album. That song First Class is straight. Like if I'm at a beach or something or there's some ladies around me, I'll listen to Jack Harlow. Like First Class up there. Yeah, I'll listen to that. What do you say? What do you say? I've been a G, throw up the L, sex in the A, M O R O U S. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know that if I hear it, when I was out in London, they were playing it. But you ain't gonna see me. Let me get on Amazon Music and look up this Jack Harlow. Nah, I'm not gonna play this shit. But I guess he doing his thing. He hanging out with Drake. You know, Drake, whoever's hot, Drake's gonna be around because Drake likes to attach himself to whatever's hot. Great marketing is what you're supposed to do. So, you know what I'm saying? People have been saying he's starting to sound a little bit about like Drake. It is what it is. I mean, I don't knock him. I don't knock anybody. I mean, if the music trash, the music trash. But for the most part, I'm not gonna hate on anybody. I'm gonna give you the truth. It may be a harsh truth, like, hey man, that shit trash. He could do better. You know, I always give recommendations, but I'm not gonna knock anybody. Because a wise man once told me you can't beef with somebody who got more money than you. And if you got more money than them, you can't beef with them. So I can't knock somebody that's making more money than me. Now I can't give them harsh criticism, but I don't hate them or nothing. Just like we was talking about LeBron, respect him. Great businessman, great father. You know, when people say Russell Wilson is lame, that can be true. That can be true. We know a lot of lame people, and you see all these women saying, "Oh, if that's what lame is, then I want me a lame person." Listen, there's a difference between calling someone lame. He's not lame for being a good father. No one's ever said he was lame for being a good father. So I hate when people say that. When we say he's lame, it's like that nigga's lame. I'm not going to hang with him. That's what we mean lame. Certain aspects of people are lame, they whack. No one ever said he wasn't a good father. So when people say, "Oh man, he's not lame, y'all just like deadbeats," no one ever said that he wasn't a good father. We're just saying his actions and what he does when it comes to football, when it comes to him talking to people, that's what they're calling lame and whack. I met Russell Wilson down in Arizona. I don't personally know the man, but I wouldn't have a conversation with him on the norm because he's whack. He doesn't get into the shit that I get into. He don't talk like we talk. When I'm on here talking to y'all, we talking the same way. I'm not proper. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying him talking properly is whack. I'm just saying the things he was talking about, it isn't nothing I relate to. So for me, that kind of stuff is lame. No one ever said it. He taking care of Future's kids is lame. Some of the things he did, they may consider lame, but no one's knocking him for being a good father. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all that shit's just stupid to me. I had a drill stage. Let's both play tracks. Yeah, I mean, you know, I listen to a lot of ignorant music. And I mean, it don't stop nothing. Like, I listen to Future all the time. I listen to 21 Savage. They'll say I listen to 2 Chainz. I listen to Lil Baby. I listen to a lot of ignorant stuff, but that doesn't take away from my intellect. I know when I can say certain things. I know when I'm on here with y'all, I could be comfortable. Still got to watch what I say because people want to cancel people. But I mean, I can't be canceled. What they gonna do? Get rid of my YouTube? Okay, okay, I'll go read a book then. I don't know. That's how I look at life, man. Can't let nobody stop you, but do what you want to do, man. Get on here, wear a do-rag. I go put a suit on or something, but I just don't. I want to relax. Yeah, Young Dolph. It's Dolph. Yeah. We listen to all the ignorant shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't listen to Future? That's lame. So when Russ and them walk out because Future's playing, that's lame. Now I know Sierra didn't want to be in there because that's her baby daddy and she wanted to show her loyalty to Russ. All right, cool. But if I listen to Future and Future come on, we ain't leaving until this song is over. But shout out to Russell Wilson, man. Hopefully, I hope that the Broncos do something good. I hope they beat the Chiefs every time they play them this year, and I hope they get them in the first round of playoffs and knock they bum asses out. Yeah. You got a song with Rico Reckless. Hey, send it to me. Send it to me on Instagram. I'm gonna listen to it. But no. I do definitely gotta get out of here. Thank you guys for rocking with me because I gotta call my brother back. But yeah, we got 3 hours in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, for We Own This City Part 3 after show discussion. Also, the recap will be up in the morning. The breakdown of the characters. The next one will be Mamadou Gondo on Wednesday. And then I'll probably drop Wednesday and then Friday. And then next week, the same thing, Wednesday and Friday. So y'all be safe. Like I said, Steven, hit me up on Instagram, bro. I'm listening to your music. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night.